So, ladies and gerbils, fuck this shit. There's gonna be okay. I stopped the fucking echo. So, ladies and germs. Oh, that's the weird looking plant Smash was talking about. Oh, it is a weird looking plant. Look at that. Yeah, it's stressed. How interesting. It's stressed and semi-flowering. How funny. Probably a very light
Wow,
sensitive. How interesting. Oh,
that's
look at
how
that.
it
I actually see
flowers.
my.
Like the
Yeah.
whole it's weird. It's like budding. It's actually getting girth, but it's all
Hmm.
like foxtails almost. The whole
It's
plant.
basically got like a re-vegging reaction there at the top. Actually, yeah, all the colas. How funny. Anyway, so ladies and gerbils, do remember that the show is for adults only. Please remember that there are no children allowed on the show. Even just incidentally watching, please just go do something else. Honestly, go watch Sesame Street or something. As for adults, where I'm located, you have to be 21 and over. If your rules are a little bit different, please follow your rules because sometimes we talk about adult subjects. So please, like your mama, remember to be of age. I guess that's the big one. Like my title says there, basically, ladies and gentlemen, I'm looking for testers as soon as possible. I've gotten very little response from the wider community. I know a lot of you guys were interested in testing before, so perhaps I have turned you off or whatever. I don't know. But here's another call. I really need the testers as soon as possible. I realize I've called for testers before, and I'm sorry that things fell through in the past. Thankfully, things are settling down now for me quite a bit. So I need testers. Long story short, I have some lines coming out, and I have some lines already from the same mail. So I want to basically test the ones that I already have in the can, and then these new lines that are coming out once the seeds are dry. I might do a couple testers there too, because I have on paper I have enough things to do some more testers too. But we'll see. First, I have to find testers for this first batch of seeds, and I literally haven't. So if you wondered yourself, like, oh, I wonder if Fumi has enough testers, I definitely do not. 100%. If I don't get a few testers in the next few days to a week, I'm going to make some really radical changes up to and including cutting the show and everything else. And I have no interest in this shit anymore. So my only interest in these live streams extends basically to working with my seeds, to talking to people like North Star, et cetera, et cetera. I don't have any more interest in the old way of doing this show. So if you guys want to see the show anymore, there's a real easy way to help me with the future. You happen to get free seeds in the process. I'll become a tester, ladies and gentlemen. I really, really, really need testers. If I'm not going to do testers, I'm going to really reevaluate everything that I do. I don't know if I'm going to keep breeding or not because I really think the testing is important, especially as a smaller breeder. I don't have 10 acres. I don't have 100 acres. I don't have 1,000 acres. I couldn't grow 20,000 plants even if I could, right? So I need testers, ladies and gentlemen, to help me out, to help me find interesting phenotypes, to figure out if my lines are worth a damn, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So please do sign up. I have a few interesting things to test. I have both those Jack the Ripper crosses. Those are the main ones that I need ASAP. But actually, now that I think about it, it's been so long since Sam Olson put together the Runts of Eden Coot Special cookies crosses that I really desperately need those tested as well. I know there's some absolute fire in those seeds, and they're pretty much just literally sitting in a fucking waterproof lockbox right now. They're a complete waste of seeds at the moment. So, ladies and gentlemen, help me crack those things open. I really want to know what's in there, even if it's not a line that I'm going to release. At least it's going to be a line that I know has some compelling phenotypes. So I want to know what's in there so that if nothing else, I can continue working that line or whatever else. There's a million different reasons to test those, but I'm pretty sure that those are going to be some absolute fire. Those Coot Special crosses, basically, what I'm talking about, are not the Coot Special crosses that I bred a couple of years ago. This is more recently. Sam Olson threw this together for me. Thank you very much, Sam, if you're listening. It was basically on both the mom's and dad's side. There's two crosses, basically. There's technically a little bit more because we have a couple of phenotypes, but there's basically two crosses. There's mom crossed to Runts of Eden and dad crossed to Runts of Eden. Those two knocked together, and then uh, Coot Special crossed to Forum Cook Cookies, crossed to again the Runts of Eden Cross to Coot Special. So in other words, one of the males was a Runts of Eden Coot Special male, and several of the females were, excuse me, Coot Special to either Runts of Eden or cookies, basically. This is probably I probably explained this in a very confusing way because now I'm confusing myself. Long story short, we had four females, five females. I think we had five females in total. I won't swear to it right now. I'm in a parking lot in Winco in fucking Southeast Portland. But basically, we had four or five females. Two of them were form cut cookies crossed to the Coot Special seeds that Sam popped out, and then three of them were the two or three of them. I have to be honest, were the Runts of Eden to Coot Special. And so then, like I say, crossing those to that Runts of Eden Coot Special male, you're going to get bookended basically on all sides by that Highland Thai Kerala Coot Special. Basically, a lot of power, a lot of, candidly, a lot of citrus. There's going to be a lot of lemony citrus in there, but then balanced against the forum cut cookies, balanced against that Runts of Eden. The Runts of Eden is honestly spectacular too. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, those promise to be some absolutely spectacular crosses. And if you guys don't sign up for testers, it's honestly your fucking loss, to be frank. It's my loss too, let's be honest, but it's definitely going to be your loss because you can get this shit for free. Help me test those seeds, ladies and gentlemen. I really need some help with those. Like I said, with the Jack the Ripper crosses, gosh, I have some really interesting crosses coming out, and I'm not gonna be able to do shit with them if I don't test them. At least in the way that I've done it in the past. I don't know. I guess I'll have to do things differently if I don't find testers, because I'm not going to give these things out for free just in general. I'm not. That's just not going to happen. What was I going to say? What is immediately coming out? I guess I don't want to say a couple because I just don't want to get people too excited if the seeds aren't viable. But there's a couple of really nice things. One that I know Sub would be really happy about. One that I'm really happy about that you guys have requested a bunch of times in a few different permutations. There's another one that will catch you guys by surprise. Unfortunately, it looks like I'm going to lose that clone just because I'm a dumbass. I was in California too long and didn't take a clone of this thing. But a really killer plant crossed to the Jack the Ripper. It's going to yield for some fucking fabulous shit and basically guaranteed to wash like a motherfucker. That's going to be spectacular. There's a few other ones, ladies and gentlemen. So there's going to be some really nice ones. Not to mention the ones I've already mentioned: the Pine Sol to JTR, the Super Boof to JTR. For some very select ones of you, I don't have very many seeds of this, and I'm going to hand them out only very selectively. I have this. Sorry, not the Super Boof to JTR. The Jesus, what the fuck was that? uh the fuck am I trying to say? I lost my train of thought on this one. But Bedrock Boogie,
He's getting
Bedrock
attacked in
Boogie
the
to
parking lot.
JTR. Yeah, 100%. No, I was looking at houses today, so I've been driving all around Portland.
Oh, nice.
Anyway, so I'm in a freaking
That's
you're
stressful but
oh, it can
fun.
be. It can be. Yeah, it can be. I saw the funniest fucking thing today. I saw a literal closet toilet. It was a toilet in a closet. And when I mean a closet, I
I've
mean
seen
literally a
those.
closet, like sliding doors on both sides, and there's literally just a toilet in the basically shoulder length, shoulder width closet. So the closet, and here's the funniest part, by the way, the closet is a closet for two rooms that abut each other, and the difference between them is that sliding door. In the middle there's a toilet. No sink or anything, just a toilet.
I've
So
seen I've seen bathrooms where you go in and the toilet's in its own little room. Like you
mm,
go into the bathroom, the sink in the
literally
shower,
like a
you go,
water closet. Yeah, they used to call them. I
yeah.
think they used to call them water closets. Isn't that funny? Anyway, whatever. So, ladies and gerbils, I'm going to make Smash the host here, actually, so he can make all the decisions. Smash, don't forget to make a couple of moderators when people hop on. That way, when you leave, the show doesn't cut. I mean, you can feel free to cut the show. That's fine too. Um, what was I going to say? It's not important to me, ladies and gentlemen, if these shows run for 5 or 6 or 7 hours or something. So, whoever's listening to right now, Smashed, or if D hops on or whatever, if you guys want to do just a clean 1 or 2 hour show, that's perfectly fine with me. I can't tell you the amount of complaints I get a lot of times on the longer shows. So, honestly, we don't have to run this one super long. What was I going to say? Do hop on though, ladies and gentlemen. These takeovers, especially, are for you guys to come hang out and chill out, and relax. The show in general has always been a place for you guys to chill out, relax, enjoy yourselves, smoke one with friends, talk about your garden, etc., etc. I'm continually surprised by how few of you guys take advantage of that. Uh, Joke's on you because these shows are on their last legs, so you're not going to have anywhere to fucking talk. So that's how it is. But hop on, ladies and gentlemen, hop on here, join the conversation, join Smashed, of course, who was nice enough to actually run the show for you. Uh, make it easy for him and hop on here and make the conversation a little bit flow a little bit better. It's always difficult to monologue. I know that I don't really like monologuing, so I don't know about Smash, but I bet it's not that easy to just sit there for 3 hours and monologue. Anyway, there's a whole clan of people passing by me here. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, what was I going to say? Do hop on here, join the conversation, talk about your garden, ask some questions, answer some questions. I don't know. Tell us about your favorite fucking weed. I don't know. Tell us about your favorite TV shows of the fucking season. I don't give a shit, honestly, frankly. Come and talk about whatever the hell. But do remember, the rules are quite simple. Don't be a dick. Don't show your dick. Don't be a fucking prick or a lunatic. And that's nice and conveniently rhymey. You have no excuse, honestly, not to understand that. Don't be a shitbag. Honestly, if I hear anybody being a shitbag, I'm going to start handing out fucking bans. I'm honestly genuinely tired of it. So remember, if you are on the panel, you don't have a single fucking excuse to be mean to anybody. I hope that everyone that is listening remembers this. I'm actually tired of hearing other panelists complain about other panelists for being mean and stuff. So you don't have any of you that come on the show here. You don't get special privileges by coming on the show or something. So you don't get to be mean. You don't get to be mean to me. You don't get to be mean to the audience. You don't get to be mean to the rest of the panel, etc., etc. So coming on the panel is literally fucking meaningless. It basically is a place that I allow you to come and chat. So you don't get any special powers or privileges as a result of that. You shouldn't feel entitled. You shouldn't feel like you're better than anybody else. It's literally my fucking house that I allow you in. And one of these days, I will lock the fucking door, and that will show you how much privileges you have. So if I hear another motherfucker being a shitbag, I'm going to hand out bans. I swear to you. So don't come on here and be a shitbag, and I don't want to hear any fucking complaints. That's not to say if you have a complaint, you're not allowed to speak it. Please, if you have a complaint, feel free to share it to me politely, but I'm tired of hearing about the complaints, frankly. So, once again, testers, do not dawdle. Do not fucking wait 3 weeks to let me know, because 3 weeks from now, Fumidoro and stuff will be in a different place, maybe. I want to test these lines. I've put in a huge amount of effort. I cannot express to you how difficult it has been to pull off this cocksucking Jack the Ripper run. I swear to shit, it is the most fucking goddamn garbage, difficult shit I've ever dealt with in my life. And yet the seeds finally, it looks like, are coming through. So I really need some help testing these. There's a few lines you're going to enjoy, ladies and gentlemen. So don't fucking play around. Email me as soon as possible. As soon as possible. Fumidor@chronictable.com. In fact, that's the only option I'm going to give you, because I don't know how many times people have said, yeah, Fumio, I'll test in the chat, or they DM me on some fucking place. The one and only place to contact me, if you want to be a tester, is fumidor@chronictable.com. Email me at fumidor. I don't give a shit what you tell me. You can just say, me test. That's enough. And then we'll get in the conversation from then. But I need to hear from you. Fumidor@chronictable.com. Don't dawdle, don't delay, don't whatever. I need to hear from you ASAP. If you hear this and you want to be a tester, fucking email me. That's how it's going to be, because at this point, it's been so long since I sent out tester requests in the past. I don't know who the fuck wants to grow my seeds anymore. I don't know who fuck grows any seeds anymore. Half of you don't grow anymore. So I need to know who is going to pop my beans. That's it, literally. I want to know who of you will pop my beans. So I'll leave it at that. Smash, I'm gonna hand it off to you. I think I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna go grab some
Okay.
sushi. And
Okay,
like I
brother.
said, play it by ear, buddy. If nobody hops on, just do your thing, fucking show off your garden or whatever, and then just fucking bounce. That's fine. But if people hop on here, feel free to run the conversation for a little bit. Of course, if D comes on here, it's supposed to be his takeover. Maybe he's having some technical issues. But if he does hop on, obviously help him out with that. Other than that, Yeah, Smash knows the drill. So, ladies and gentlemen, be nice to Smash, or he's gonna fucking ban you too. So, whoever's in the chat, I can't see you guys in the YouTube chat. So, we don't pin the link anymore. So, if you guys want the link, if you haven't hopped on the chat before or haven't come on the panel before, please just ask nicely. Honestly, you're more than welcome. The rules were simple, like before. Don't be a dick. Don't show your dick, and that really should cover it, frankly. Um, you're free to have a contrary opinion. You're free to have a different opinion. You're free to disagree with us in different ways. Just don't be an asshole about it. If you actually disagree about some kind of growing thing or whatever it is, just bring your homework. You know what I mean? Don't pull it out of your ass. Show the reasons why you're doing it, even if they're not good reasons. Shit, honestly, I'm not going to tell you you have to be right about everything. Tell us why you do something in a polite way, and shit, if it's wrong, that's fine too. That'll be interesting. You might get corrected, but you're welcome to share it. So anyway, I'm going to hand it off to D or to Smashed again. Like I said, fucking triple, quadruple, goddamn quintuple reminder. I don't know why it's so difficult now, but it is what it is. Uh, Testers. I need testers. I really, really, really need testers. If you guys have interest in testing my seeds, I need to know now. So, off to you, Smash. Have a good show, and catch you later,
Enjoy,
buddy.
buddy.
Yeah, man. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, there's D. Uh, I'm
Hey,
getting ready
Smash.
for. What's up, Jeff? How you been?
Testing. Yep. Hey, testing my
Cool.
mic. Yeah. Yeah. Good day. It was a good day today.
Yeah, I sprayed
Really nice weather.
my first round of feminized spray. So hopefully they're gonna create pollen sacs. I gotta spray tomorrow before I leave for the show. I gotta spray every day this week, pretty much.
Yeah. I hope that works for you. What was that? A self or a cross?
Yeah, I'm using silver thiosulfate.
Yeah. But you selfing something or you just
Yeah, I'm
reversing
selfing
something and
something.
gonna cross? Yeah.
Selfing the ChemDog Chem 91 Calio.
Okay. So yeah. Well, that's what I meant. Yeah. Cross. No, not
And then I'm letting
selfing.
it pollinate a
Or is that
bag.
just is that what you have already? So is it a self though, or I guess I still don't know.
Yeah,
I mean,
it
you're
was self.
reversing it, but are you gonna put it on itself, or are you gonna put it on other things, or
I'm
both?
putting it on itself. Well, if you're reversing it, it's gonna pollinate itself, but it's also gonna pollinate two more ChemDog to Chem 91 Calios, and it's gonna pollinate Kosher Kush.
Uh-huh. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, you put it on another plant of the same, clone if you're gonna wanted a lot of seeds of self. So
Hopefully it works. We'll see.
yeah, cool. Yeah, you got to play around with the concentrations.
I
The
bought
other
a
things.
free like a kit where it's already got the silver thiosulfate in it. You just add water and then it tells you to add a drop of soap. So that's what I did.
Cool.
I don't know why it says soap, but it does.
Soap on the rope.
Probably just to spread it around.
I was thinking the oil in this, like,
Illudium.
I was thinking the oils in the soap, like when you spray it, you know how it would stick around longer. That's what I was thinking.
Can't wait to
Mm.
start making clones out of this sucker.
Well, the spread it'll break the surface tension.
Uh, yeah,
Spread it around. Maybe that's
I'm a
why.
week behind, but we'll see.
Oh, that's great. There's no label on that one. Maybe there's a one on this one.
Oh shit, eh?
AJ.
Yeah.
I
Ow.
thought it could have been Alaskan Thunderfuck, but this is a nice one getting ready to get cloned. the shit out of. So yeah, you guys are actually seeing my plants.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they look
man.
pretty nice.
So,
Pretty healthy.
you know, yeah. And I have my 12. Actually, I have 11. So go fuck yourself, state of Ohio.
Huh.
So, how's everyone doing tonight?
Let me
Oh,
think.
pretty good. Better than a lot of people. Yeah, I was going to mention to Fumi about the Boeing spacecraft. He brought that up one time, and yeah, I guess those guys are marooned up there for till February. They're staying now. And
Well,
they're gonna bring them
SpaceX
back.
said they would bring them back. The problem is the SpaceX
It's
suits and the
hilarious.
Boeing suits aren't compatible at all.
Yeah,
So if they were to take the SpaceX ride early, they would have to go re-enter
bring
without a
suits.
pressurized suit.
Is that how it is? Yeah, because
Yeah.
that's the other kind of cool story is the spacewalk by whatever,
Armstrong?
Gemini Horizon, whatever that thing is called. The space it's gonna be, I think it's one of the first, might be the first manned SpaceX flights. I don't know, but it's their SpaceX Dragon rocket with which I guess is interchangeable. It's using something Drake. Maybe the Draco is that capsule name. I don't know. Yeah, Draco is Dragon, but but the cool thing is, yeah, it's not pressurized, so they wear pressurized suits. It's basically like a convertible. You know, he shot the reminds me of the Tesla thing where he shot the Starman or Spaceman, whatever he called it, into space. But yeah, the suits are pressurized, but yeah, the ship isn't. That's kind of cool, and it's also it's going to communicate through his satellite system using laser, so it's going to be really secure, and
Well,
it's
if you
actually
think,
another connection with his other his other operations.
if you think about it though, you know, it's actually probably saving him tens, if not 50, 60, $100 million by not pressurizing the cabin of it and just pressurizing the suits. Because
Yeah,
like you said, it's like a convertible. And that's basically kind of what it is, you're in a suit and everything else around you is atmosphere.
yeah, it's kind of cool. It's all open like that.
We
GMO.
got Bud at an event here.
Yeah, Billy
And the
String.
helmet
Ours is
is
Billy Strings again.
the
Dude,
helmet
this
is I think they said it was 3D printed and it's got a
Yeah.
heads up display. So basically they're looking through the helmet and it's displaying things on the helmet screen that you can focus
Oh,
on
bro. Nice.
I got a killer
or
deal. This
focus in the
GMO
distance.
is it smells like the original GMO I remember, like the why I got garlic, onion, and mushroom in the name. And I got a killer deal on it. It's so good. But I get it from Captain Cannabis in Maine.
Arr.
That's a wild bag. That's what they sell it
Yeah,
in?
I like that they have this, so you can look at the buds.
Is that
Yeah,
one of
windows
those
are on.
humidity controlled bags like a
I don't know. They're
grove
pretty
bag?
thick.
I think they call them.
They're pretty thick Mylar.
I found the thick Mylar with the really thick plastic Ziploc on it. Those actually keep the cannabis quite fresh for a good 6 to 7, 8 months.
Nice.
I don't have a
But
cartridge. I don't have a cartridge problem.
Later, bud. Have a good show.
I bought an ounce of rosin the other day for $80.
True.
Cushman's.
I don't have a cartridge problem.
Oh,
It's okay. This is GMO and gastropub.
I was hoping my friend wanted a sour cheese instead. I even asked him if they had any flour of that because the sour cheese, man, it smelled just like point on. The sour was there and the cheese smell that I remember was there.
I like
It's
this
not
one.
like, cheese. It's a funky ass, stinky ass cheese.
I like
the
this better. If they put little grip tape on the side so it's easy to crack.
Cushman's
Pretty
is a
cool.
good one. Sorry.
Yeah, that's what my friend wanted. So I grabbed him an ounce of that. But I look at it now and I smell it now, and it's like, maybe the price just went up.
Yeah, that's one I like to get a lot. When I can get it, I get that.
Yeah. The guy had like 7 or 8 different kinds. They were all, he said, started off at 100 and then he knocked them down to 80. And
Nice.
then I think he was at like 300 an ounce
Yeah.
or 300 a quarter pound. I'm sorry. So it's like $75 an ounce. I did
Cool.
pick up some Death Star.
The chunk.
It's off the other Death Star cut, but 3 ounces for $240.
But
Couldn't
yeah.
beat that.
Discount 3.
Well,
R.
actually, I can because I bought an ounce of pure Michigan and I bought a half ounce of one kind, a half ounce of another kind. I forget which ones they were. And that was only $1.30. So that was only 65 an ounce. And by the way, these are all coming from caregivers because only caregivers were allowed to set up this year.
Cool.
Oh, I got an event tomorrow. Actually, that reminds me. Here, I gotta text someone real quick to make sure it's okay to do this.
I should be there tonight still, but yesterday I ended up getting a text like an hour and a half after I was there, and they had to take my dad to the ER yesterday, and he's been in the hospital and probably be in the hospital for the next couple days.
Yeah, sorry to hear that. Yeah, D wasn't laughing at you.
No,
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 I
I was
know
laughing at
that.
something. I was laughing at something in chat.
What's wrong with him? Any vague idea? Or hospital? I've actually been surprised that actually the medical industry has been okay lately, better than better than it seemed in the past. Because I've heard some good stories about people in the hospital lately and
Yeah.
having procedures and things,
Well, he ended up
placements.
falling, and they just thought, he bruised his arm and things like that. Well, they took better x-rays and found out that he actually cracked a couple ribs.
Uh,
And I told my mom, I said, tell him to get some fucking Percocet.
well, that's not the worst. I mean, yeah, it's just physical. I mean,
No, it's
it's not
just
like internal
his
medicine kind of
COPD
issue.
has gotten worse. That's why they admitted him.
Oh,
It wasn't because of the fall. That was just a byproduct of him being in there and them going to run all the tests. but it seems to be a COPD that's giving him the problems. And it seems like the past 6 months, he's going really fast.
Yeah,
Um,
so you hear that.
so tomorrow's Trip Town Throwdown, Boston. If anyone is local and wants to come, hit me up and I will get you in. We will get you in for free. We have enough wristbands and tickets that we can run them out to you if you hit me up. I'll be there around 2:30, 3 o'clock. If I'm not there and you're showing up, just hit up Miranda Family Farm.
You have to have a wristband to get into the event I was at yesterday. I was walking around talking to friends for that little short period of time with no wristband.
When you're the
Because
captain,
well, yeah, but I didn't have my card that shows that I'm valid until September 16th, so they weren't going to let me in. But we Jedi mind tricked our way in.
right on.
We used the
Yeah.
Death Star, the power of the Death Star to Jedi our way in.
I tried to actually use the forces earlier, trying to use the force to get my coffee mug to come across the room, but it didn't work.
Uh,
Disappointed.
you know, what I want is like a finger I can put in the coffee and heat it up. My coffee goes cold too quick on me.
I gotta look up banks next to the event. Look, tomorrow's gonna be fun though. It's pretty much turned into just like a chill sesh with all the homies.
That's what yesterday felt like.
People
That's
there,
he's gonna.
people get like a few hundred captain and smash.
No, there was only like maybe 25 people set up.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But, you know, these are people that I met in like 2012, 13, 14 in Michigan that were caregivers. They're still caregivers today. So it's like a really good crowd of people.
Can't wait
Uh-huh.
to
But that's it, and they need band. You need wristbands.
Yeah,
Okay.
because there was, you know, the tent probably held probably close to 200, 250 people. I would say that there was 75 people under that tent continuously. There were 30 people set up, like, you know, vending spots. And then there were vending spots outside that were t-shirts, other, you know, bongs, glass, food trucks, music played all day and all night. There were 2 dead cover bands. I really wanted to see the one last night.
I can't wait to see Jizza.
Nice.
I've almost seen
Can't wait to
I've
jizz
almost
on a
seen
Thai girl.
all the Wu-Tang members by themselves. Uh, obviously, there's some I can't get, and I've seen RZA, I've seen Method Man, Redman, Capadonna. I'm going to see Jizza tomorrow, and I think I might be missing one or two. I gotta look. And then Kali Buds is actually really good. He's actually pretty famous. I don't really listen to his music, but I looked on his YouTube and he's got songs with millions of streams. He's got a song called "Blind for You," Uh, it's a reggae guy singing "I'm Blind for You." It's really good, and that's the only song I really know of him. But he's got another song, I think reggae and love, and it's just about like drinking and smoking and fucking almost. It's pretty good. He's pretty good. We're expecting so our guest list is pretty big, and whatever tickets they sold. So I'm guessing there's gonna be 300 people there tomorrow if everyone comes. If it doesn't rain, the weather looks good though, so it should be
I'm
fun.
going I'm going to a festival next weekend that at one time when I put their show on, I had to give out 40 tickets. And then when I went to their festival, I couldn't get on the list. And then I called up my friend that does the sound and lighting for him, got on the list. And then I found out for their festival list, there's only like 40 people, and that's it. But there used to be a lot of people. But now, since the festival's gotten, 4,000 people smaller, so as the guest list.
Yeah, uh, we're lucky. I'm lucky to be hanging out with the VIP sponsor of it, so it's gonna be different for well, we've pretty much had access. He's always been a VIP sponsor of this event, so it's always pretty fun.
Yeah. Just like when I go, I've been under my friend's sound and lighting company before, and they also do production. So I get like 4 or 5 different passes. So I don't get locked out of anything like the showers. It makes a big difference when you go to an outdoor music festival for a couple days to have like real showers.
Supposedly, there's gonna be 40 plus vendors, but if you know Boston, if you've ever been to the City Hall Plaza, it's not that big. So we've all been wondering how they're gonna set it up. We know where the stage is going. We just don't know where all the fucking booths are going. Plus, there's supposed to be food trucks and artists. So it's gonna be interesting to see how they pack it all in there, and it's gonna see how they're gonna have to fence off like a whole block in Boston, um, so people can't sneak in.
That's going to be hard to do.
I mean, supposedly it's an open like area. I mean, I've seen people do it before. You just buy or rent fencing,
Yeah.
but
And then you have to
no
have
one,
people every
yeah,
so often.
if no one's patrolling that bitch, I'd jump over it or walk through it. So why wouldn't
That's why
someone
I'm
else?
saying, like
So
every
we'll see
100
how it works.
yards, you have to put somebody.
We'll see how it works. We'll see. Um, I was gonna take the train in. Boston's got this new thing, $10 for weekend passes, unlimited rides. On the train.
When I lived in
Thank you,
Bangkok, I
Mama.
got the monthly one, unlimited, because in Bangkok, it was easier to take the train or MRT wherever you were going instead of a car. It could easily save you an hour to an hour and a half in travel time.
I'm only bringing like 5 packs of seeds tomorrow.
Then all you need is a backpack. The only thing you have to remember is what time does the last train leave to go to where you want to go?
Yeah,
Because I've showed up at like 5 minutes too late, and I'm like, there's still 20 minutes to go. But yeah, your train doesn't go there.
I'm
Sorry about
driving.
your luck.
So it's gonna be. I pay $12 for parking. It's Sunday, so street parking is free. So if I can find street parking, that'd be dope.
Yeah, but you may find street parking like 4 or 5 blocks away, and that ain't dope.
There's a parking garage right across the street. It's $12, so it's not too bad.
Yeah, but you ride the train in, that's only $10.
Let's do the portable scooter.
Then you got $2 to stop at the 7-Eleven outside or whatever and get something to drink.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd rather drive in so I can leave and do what I want after.
No
Thinking about
rickshaws?
Yeah,
thinking
there
about
you
going to the
go.
casino.
They need rickshaws like in Thailand.
They don't have rickshaws, they're tuk-tuks.
That's right. Toot that's the same thing in India. They call those the same thing in India. Toot toots, tuk tuks or whatever.
So rickshaws are Japanese,
Mm,
I believe, or Chinese, one or two, but I think they're Japanese.
I think they're Chinese.
Hey.
I don't know, but I think there's rickshaws in China.
And they come from that area.
What the fuck?
Um,
Uh-uh.
yeah, I don't know. I park in an underground parking lot. I like to have the car so I can put all my stuff in um after the event and just we'll go for a while. Because normally what happens is the event's over, we all go out to eat, or a bunch of us decide somewhere to go out to eat. Then we all go out to eat, and then we separate again, and then a couple of us go do this. Then I got money at the casino and free dinners, so I usually stop by the casino when I'm in Boston now.
Hmm.
I've been working with them. They're trying to let me be able to film in Encore Boston, which would be dope. It'd be dope if they let me film table games.
Yeah, that may be kind of hard. That may be a one-on-one type thing or a couple of your friends, but getting people to sign consents and everything. Yeah, I don't think some people want to sign a consent to see them lose 5, 10 grand.
Well, even in when you record slots in Vegas, you just show the screen. You don't show faces at all. You just show gameplay.
I did
Did you buy a
a,
ticket?
urine. I did a urine test sample for the TV. And they didn't show
Oh.
my face, but they showed me with the urine samples in my jacket. And people knew who it was right away because I was getting calls left and right. We seen you on TV last night. No, you didn't. You seen my pee on TV. And you're in luck? Nope, you were out of luck.
Very cool.
Stealth was the only one that passed because it took THC and turned it to sugar. my sugar content was through the roof. Probably wouldn't have been as high if I didn't smoke that hash in the morning.
Message me when you get there. Try to be there around 2:33, and you'll just be able to walk in with me.
Better yet, get there 10 minutes earlier, and then Smash can meet you and walk in with you.
I'm always late, so I run
That's why
late.
you get there a little early and you don't have to worry about it.
I normally say I'm shooting for
Smoke a joint.
2:30, and I don't get there till like 3:30. But
That's
I'm gonna.
Oh, you're one of those people.
Oh yeah, I'm bad.
Wow. Yeah,
I'm,
you don't go to Thailand.
my concept of time. I smoke too much weed, and I get busy with stuff, and I just forget. Like, oh shit, I gotta be
Yeah,
someone.
in Thailand, a lot of my friends don't give you a time frame when they'll be there. Well,
I'm
they
coming.
don't want to lose face about being late. So they don't give you a specific time. So to get a specific time in Thailand is like pulling teeth. It's like, holy shit, just tell me 3 o'clock. If you show up at a quarter after, that's all right. Who cares?
I got a veal parm tonight for dinner.
Oh, that sounds good.
I got the rest of my Cavadels downstairs.
I think I might go back to the same restaurant I went to the last time I was in Boston, Sojo's. They have these Wagyu dumplings I kind of want to try. Or we're going to go to Fire and Ice, which is, I guess it's called a Mongolian grill. There's one cook in the middle of a big ring grill. It's like a ring. And you give him your food. You literally pick up not cooked food. You hand it to him, and he puts it on the grill, and he cooks it for you.
Yeah, I've been to a place like that before. It's awesome.
It's cool
Just
because
don't go.
it's very social. You don't like if it's busy, you have to stand next to someone, and they're cooking your guys' food right next to each other. So normally you just start talking and chatting while they're cooking and stuff.
Um, just don't build the shitty wall. They might try to break it, tear it down.
I want to go to
Goddamn Mongolians trying to break down my shitty wall.
a Japanese grill restaurant, but they're all really over $100. Um, it's like
Yeah, like teppanyaki kind of thing, you mean?
they have a
No,
grill
I think
in the
that's
middle of
what
the
you,
table.
that's it.
If you go to Las Vegas, I'll give you the name of the best place in Las Vegas for Japanese food.
Um, this is just a different dining experience. It's like you
It's
order
completely different.
you order your food. It's on like a menu, and it comes out raw, and there's a grill in front of you, like in your like built into your table, and you cook it the way you want it cooked.
That's called
Yeah.
shuba, and it's all over Thailand. And it's thin cuts of meat, so it cooks really, really fast. You can cook shrimp on it.
Mm.
And those type of places, you order a set meal and they bring it out and you cook it yourself.
125.
But they're quite cheap,
Oh,
like
real cheap.
$10 to feed like 2, 3 people.
It's
I
only a
think the
$10.
I think the ones around here are really expensive because they're
Yeah.
using like it's technically a Wagyu restaurant.
Well, they have Wagyu beef there too. It's just a little
Probably
more
like
expensive.
$100 a person, $50 to $100 a person.
Not here.
Yeah, no, not
Well, you have to understand,
no.
you're not getting a 1/4 inch thick cut. You're getting like an 1/8 of an inch cut of beef
Oh,
or whatever.
all right, boys. I gotta get out of here. I gotta try getting to bed early tonight so I can wake up early. Hope to see you.
Hey,
Did
Smash.
you?
All
Oh wait, I
right.
gotta miss
Have
your.
support. Hang on, Smash.
I'll do it right now.
Okay. Don't be like
Yeah,
me.
I just know you can't get a decent
Happen
meal
though.
pretty much for less than $50
Oh no.
Safe.
nowadays.
That's why you eat
Hey,
at
Smash.
home and
Have
cook
fun
at
I
tomorrow.
home.
mean, you you can get you can get a good meal for like $30 one person, but like two people, it's close to $100.
I can go out and get like a 1/4 pound of the big base scallops, or I
Ooh,
can
now you're
get
talking.
the smaller scallops, and I
Mm,
can get a 1 pound ribeye
1 pound
and
baby.
be under that $100 or that $30 mark.
Yeah,
Where if I went to a restaurant, probably the scallops alone would cost me $30, 35, and then that 1 pound ribeye, that's another 40, $45.
hmm
And then you got to give a tip and you got to buy a pop or
What's
drink
the tip?
water. Well, I think she'd want more than that.
Mm, I'm looking forward to trying some Indian food real soon. I might even do a video on it when I go to the restaurant.
See,
Uh,
Indian food and like Northern Thai and Thai food kind of go together. They kind of use like the same pace and stuff like that.
I'm not sure. I can't wait though. There's so many things I want to check out and try.
You get a big thing of bread and all these different types of
Yeah, naan bread. Naan bread's freaking awesome. I got a whole list. I got a list on my phone of all the dishes I want to try. It's crazy. I might have to invite my friend to come help me eat it. I know Mrs. D was not. I don't think Mrs. D would be into Indian food, but
well, that's what you do. You get somebody that wants to go to, and it's like,
yeah,
hey,
I'm gonna
let's
buy. I'll
try all
buy.
these different ones, and we'll split
Yeah,
the bill, and we each get to try a little bit of each one.
yeah, man.
yeah. Actually,
Try.
Indian buffets are one of the bargains for food. I
We
don't know if
went
they
to a
have
Thai
those up there in
restaurant and
Canada,
did that.
but yeah, the Indian buffets are really a bargain and usually pretty good.
We walked into a Thai place and we just said, give us one of everything on the menu.
That's
And it literally was less than like $30.
crazy.
Yeah, but you get to try a whole bunch of different shit.
Yeah, man. They just opened actually Indian restaurant next town over. There's one near me I want to check out. And there's one next town over, but it's like an actual, I guess, authentic. They serve it authentic, like how you're supposed to serve it. But
I stopped into a Thai restaurant here in town, right around the corner from the house. And I walked in, there was a white girl sitting at the counter taking orders.
what?
And I said, what do you got? Huh? Okay. And then I looked and I seen $13 for fried rice and a pineapple. Okay,
Holy
that's like
shit.
$1.60, $1.75 in Thailand, but you get chicken or beef with it.
Yeah.
There ain't no way in hell I'm buying that stuff here.
Yeah.
Actually, the one kid has a rice cooker and he wants me to come and make him some real fried rice. And I said, well, you got to bring me the cooker day before. He says, why? I said, you got to cook the rice and then let it sit for a day before you cook it up on the grill.
Yep. Well, exactly, Cap. That's how they do it.
Yeah. So I thought my finger was a French fry the other day and I tried to deep fry it.
That was smart.
No, it wasn't. Luckily, they had in the first aid kit, they had this burn spray. And I sprayed it on, and it was like, I don't think this is going to do much. So I wrapped a cold towel around it and kept pressure.
Yeah.
And when it finally started to bubble up, I got it to pop.
Mm-hmm.
So every job I've ever had, I've got scars from them all. Even working at a bowling alley, putting beer in coolers and having beer bottles explode on you.
That sucks. I was thinking of something else, but yeah.
Yeah, it does. I've
Ow.
got little white dots up and down my arms from where that's happened. And you had to pull that glass out. Back then, it was like, oh, you do that here. You don't go to the hospital. You don't go to ER. You do it in the back room or the bathroom.
Bow, chicka, bow, bow.
Then get back to work.
What?
Hopefully I can work tomorrow night. I want to work while everybody's gone.
Yeah. I only eat mushrooms.
I called kid mouthed off to me and tried to give me orders. And I immediately called him out into the parking lot and he says, well, I'm only 17. And I said, good, you get 2 free punches.
What goes?
Yeah, it was very fun.
Pardon?
It was.
Oh, okay.
So my first day at the restaurant, I had a 17-year-old kid try to get me to do the job he was told to do because I was scraping the floors. Why scraping the floors is because I'm the only one that knows how to get them up to code.
True.
And I actually work. But he did let me go out and buy the gel pads for the knees for like laying tile. So that's a plus. I told him that I'd pay half. If they didn't work for me, I'd leave them for them. But if they worked, I was going to take them at the end of the 70 days. Well, hey, you're on your hands and knees a lot in your garden. If you don't have to worry about, gently getting on your knees, you can just plop down. It makes it a lot easier.
Okay.
It's the only way I was able to do 7.5 hours of work on my knees. Holy shit.
Wait, I can do that.
So what's everybody smoking on? I've got OG and Death Star.
I got skunk kush.
Skunk Kush.
Yeah, it's not bad actually.
So
Is it
Captain,
kind of
why are
an
you doing
uppity
that
high?
job? Why are you
One at a
doing that
time.
job again? That's kind of why are you doing that and not your other projects?
Uh, for the first 60 to 75 days, all there is to do is water and watch grass grow.
And you're just doing this for like 70 days?
Yeah, until I can fill a
And this isn't
facility.
connected though, like
It's connected to everything.
to what you it is. Okay.
Yeah, that's why I'm not getting paid for it. Besides that, the guy that owns the restaurant calls my dad once a week, and he's the only one that does. And that means a lot to me. Besides that, we've
Okay.
gone to Christmas dinner at their house since like 1995.
Oh, okay. So yeah, they're friends
Yeah,
too.
we're
That's
family
cool.
friends.
Yeah,
Puff cookie.
yeah.
Right on.
That's cool. So yeah,
Like
70 days is
where
not
I,
long.
you know, my friend opened up a head shop in like 2002, 2003. And right next door to the head shop is an empty storefront. Well, the guy I'm working for, his cousin owns that shopping center. So I made a comment that, hey, I'd like to have that storefront. And guess what? I now have that storefront and not at what my friend's paying for the head shop next door a month either.
Uh-huh. So you thinking like when do you think you'll be opening?
Either the middle of December or January 1st. I have to get back 3 hemp lane and viroid tests before I can open up.
Okay, so like the
Because
beginning of
I
the
want to
year.
give somebody at least, even if I get a new clone and put it out, it has to have at least 1 or 2 tests done to it to make sure that there's no viroids in it.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
and you
I'd
might as
like to
well
really
nowadays.
run one all the way out. That
Uh-huh.
way I can have the bud from it and give out, because there's nothing in the state of Ohio that says you can't give out free weed to people.
Yeah, that's the ideal.
So
I don't know.
when they come in to the store and they see something they maybe like, just give them like a free gram of it.
Yeah, I don't know why more people don't. The only thing like that was like exotic seeds would have some samples that you could look at when they sold their
Yeah,
seeds.
you could
But
look at the samples, but we'll actually give you one to go
yeah,
roll.
and try it. It's
Here
terrific.
in Canada, you can gift 30 grams to somebody.
Okay, well, I'm gifting like a gram or 2.
Yeah. Cool,
Nice.
man. That's awesome.
What's actually even better is there's a little, there's like 3 laws about clones in the state of Ohio. And the one they want to go by is as soon as it gets roots, it's considered one of your 6 plants. Well, as soon as it gets roots, it doesn't have THC in it. So why should it count one of your 6 plants? So I will be fighting the state of Ohio on that point and allowing anything under the 0.3% THC is a vegetative plant. It's not a THC producing cannabis plant because it's not producing THC at the time. You have to throw that in flour and you have to do completely different things to it. So we will be pressing that, but you know, I have my farm bill license.
Uh-huh.
The city license would be easy. If I have any problems, I have a just recently retired chief of detectives to come in and tell them that, hey, what he's selling doesn't have THC in it. And as soon as he says that, they approve me. Besides that, I'm on the border between two different cities, and I don't think they even care. The one actually has a grow facility in it. One of the few in northeastern Ohio. I guess when they opened up, they forgot about like air scrubbers. So like their first harvest, couple harvests, like stunk up like a couple blocks. Needless to say, they needed to scrub that air from now on.
I'm gonna talk. Mrs. D's mama needs the air scrubber for her apartment. She lives in a basement apartment. She gets this smell sometimes. I'm gonna tell her get an air scrubber. Oh,
Yeah,
Actually,
maybe a
I got
CO2
one.
detector too. See what it's like. It hangs out down low.
For the
In basements.
van, they've got these little cans now, and you put them like in your car and set them off, and it takes back that smell and all the cigarette smell out. So it's like a new fresh car smell.
What's in that though?
I have no idea.
It
cyanide.
might be ozone.
It,
Put ozone.
no,
Cyanide.
it's
Other than
something that
osium, but that wasn't
stays.
really ozone. No.
Yeah, but something that gets into the fiber and everything in the car.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's a
So
good,
next
good
time you
idea.
rent a car, get some Windex because you got to wipe down the windows and, you know, any place around the window that's plastic. You wipe that down, set one of those off in there, and don't have to pay the $250 smoking fee.
Almost sounds like a bug bomb, pretty much.
Yeah, it sounds like a good
Kind of,
product
that's what it's
actually.
like. That's what it's
To
like.
people like even just for like regular home use too. Freshen up your car.
Well, I'm gonna try it
Like
on the
something
van here next week.
like maybe actually yeah, something like ozone or something that or ozone that just react, it's kinda which is kinda natural, just oxidizes whatever's there. The organic crap mostly.
I
It'll do some damage too though. To the
I
car
keep
probably.
osium. I keep osium in my car all the time
Uh-huh.
because I don't want the cop to come up and say, "Oh, your car smells like pot." Well, yeah, it smells like pot. I want him to come up and not say, "Oh, your car smells like you just burned pot in it."
Yeah, haven't used that stuff in so long. Yeah. But I remember the last time I looked at it, it was like some big molecules or weird shit. It wasn't just ozone. But I don't know. I don't remember what it was like back then, the original.
What the? Oh, balloons.
Or if that's supposed to make ozone somehow, produce it or something.
I think what it does is it changes one of the
UV light,
molecules in the air, is what it does.
Uh-huh.
Oh, don't.
Kind of like
It
an
may
ozone generator
it may
where
actually be,
it
yeah, because UV just
generates an
makes it
extra
in the
particle.
air.
so you have 3 particles instead of 2,
Yeah,
and that third particle kills all smell.
yeah, it's a crazy react. Oxygen's like the most reactive element that's like so abundant and plentiful. It literally like that. Hydrogen is also really it's electronegativity, I think is the
I
term.
know what I
But it's
want to
like
smoke.
basically it'll
Pure
grab on
Michigan.
to electrons
Yeah.
stronger than most of them. That's why they just use the term oxidation for that effect of grabbing electrons, and then reduction for the opposite.
There it is. Pure
And that's
Michigan.
also that's why it's also in water. That's why water's kind of crazy too, because oxygen and hydrogen. And I mean, hydrogen bonds, a special kind of bond,
Well, look what they
and then
use
also
for.
it's weird because hydrogens, like for acid bases, hydrogens what is how they view acid bases in terms of hydrogen
I
and
st
a positive plus ion.
I stopped a kid the other day at the restaurant because I told him I was using 2 different cleaners, and he wanted to put the 2 different cleaners together with water, and I stopped him right before he did it. And then I said, dude, you were about to, the fumes that were going to come off
Put
of
some
that
chlorine in
so
there
quick
too. Yeah.
was going to like kill you immediately. It's like, come on, get smart, people. I'm glad
Yeah.
we had like good biology classes and chemical classes, chemistry classes,
We used to get actual
ammonia
chemicals
and
though too, and
bleach.
like
Mix
nowadays,
it.
people it's hard to get a lot of chemicals and the things we used to be able to play around with.
Yeah.
Make your
Not
own
if
gunpowder.
you live in China.
Kids these days
Some of
can't
the
even make their own
acids
gunpowder too easily.
used to be able to. It's just sulfur and one other product.
Yeah, it's sulfur and charcoal and potassium nitrate.
Potassium nitrate is
Right,
what it
potassium
is.
nitrate, that's the oxidizer.
But try to find that. That's
Durka.
on their list that they don't sell anymore. Or you have to have a special number for it.
Yeah, right. You used to be able to go into the corner drugstore. Like actually, I don't guess maybe they still have corner drugstores.
Small towns do.
Yeah,
Good.
A
I
lot of
suppose
our
they still
Rite
do.
Aids have closed up around here. And Rite Aid's like a pretty big pharmacy.
CVS is the big one, it seems.
See,
Yeah.
Walgreens
Nowadays.
is big around here.
Oh, okay. I don't
Yeah, I hear about those
go
kind
there
of
too
places
much.
all the time in the States.
Uh-huh. But those other pharmacies, like the compound pharmacies where they'd actually mix up things.
In
But
Thailand, we actually have them. Instead of going to pharmacies for certain things, you go to the chemist.
you can get some crazy things nowadays. So, like actually, I remember getting radioactive things back then, though, which that's probably harder. But nowadays, you can get super strong sulfuric acid
You
and strong
get
hydrogen
ketamine over
peroxide
the
just mailed to
counter
you.
What?
Yeah,
No.
yeah, you can just go to store and
in
get cannabis these
Thailand.
days.
Trying to swap my sack.
As long as they don't have these nuts in them.
What? You know. You know.
That smells pretty good. That's pure Michigan.
Right on.
Yeah, they only put it out like last week. It had been curing for a while.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't wait to try a joint of it, rolling it up now.
Nice.
Supposed to be kind of stony weed. We'll find out.
I want to get some, hopefully apples and bananas soon.
You know, the same guys that had the Death Star had apples and bananas, and when I cracked open the packages, it didn't smell like it at all.
Oh, I hate that shit. I say it is, and it's
Nah.
crap. Yeah.
Yeah, if that was apples and bananas, then they screwed it up. They either fed it too much or they cut it way too early.
Yeah.
And I'm finding that out a lot more. Everybody wants to be on the 60-day schedule. I'm on a 65 or 70-day schedule.
Hang on.
So my brooms flip every 35 days. Usually they're about 68, so I can have 2 days to clean up.
68 doesn't mean I order them.
So there was some fireworks before about 15 minutes ago. It was homecoming, I guess. And so like now, like all of a sudden there's a fire truck. It's like, oops.
I was driving into Cleveland last night and the baseball stadium had fireworks going off. So I caught like most of the fireworks and the grand finale just as I was passing the stadium. And they just weren't like doing them out in like center field. They were doing them all around the stadium. So it looked really cool. People on the freeway, we were down to like 40 miles an hour watching the fireworks. It was really cool though to drive into Cleveland and you've got the, you know, historic buildings and then all of a sudden you got the fireworks going off.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that
Yeah, that
actually
sounds
looked
really cool.
really cool.
Yeah, definitely.
Home of the Guardians. Never catch me go to a game. They should have just left it the Indians. I mean, they even left the name in it. Guardians, Indians. Come on. Should just let us keep Chief Wahoo.
Yeah.
It's not like it was the Redskins or anything like that. Well, the pure Michigan's got a pretty decent dry hit to it. Little earthy, little funky.
What's it called? Michigan? What's it called?
Pure
The Michigan?
Michigan. Pure Michigan.
Pure Michigan.
Yeah, it's a hybrid, but mainly indica. This was $65 for an ounce because I bought 2 ounces of stuff
Yeah, it's a nice price anyway.
from a
Yeah.
caregiver.
From a caregiver, yeah. That's cool.
And most of the caregivers in Michigan, they don't use bottles.
Go Mrs.
Which,
D's joint.
which
Right.
is nice.
So Canada's kind of special. I realized the other day that
What is it? Sorry?
the I realized the magnetic North Pole is in Canada's territory.
Yeah, but it's just so fucking cold. No one wants to go there.
And they go all the way up to the North Pole.
Fuck
I
that.
guess it's like the border of Canada basically goes to the North Pole.
Well, yeah, the rest of the world can give them all that. Just look at Russia and how much they actually have clear up. It's so fucking cold, no one wants to be there.
Yeah, and
God.
that's like the North Pole, but and then the magnetic North Pole though is like it's like definitely in Canada on I don't know if it's in the water or on land. It's hard to tell on this map.
Too
Maybe it
cold
is
for
on this
me.
weird island. Yeah,
Baffin Island? Not Baffin Island, is it?
or Resolute, or it's near
Uh,
Resolute. I don't know what that means.
I don't know.
It's showing that.
If it's too cold for me, I'm not interested. I like the warm. Which we don't have.
Yeah, damn, you just keep
I,
going north all the way till you can't go anymore. Head north till you can't go anymore.
Yeah, eh?
Then you're at the
Take
end of
off to the
Canada.
Great White North.
so
Due to pollution.
Crazy.
my mom's got this like 18-foot tall garage door that's on electric. And when they rewired the house, they didn't have enough to wire that part of the garage.
Uh-oh.
So I'm getting an extra 200 amp service to the garage, which means I'll have enough electricity to run up here. So I'll be able to actually put an air conditioner in and a heater. I can't wait to
Right.
have heat up here. Hey, the third story of a fucking garage gets really cold in the winter
Third
when it's
story.
like 10 degrees
Nice.
outside.
I no doubt, man.
Well, I keep the garage at 60. Yeah, well, that's fine. It doesn't, heat rises. It don't rise in an apartment that's closed up. My dad's loft actually has a window they can open up, but the stairs are right there, so the heat can come up the stairs.
Cool. These pretzels are making me thirsty.
But if
Oh
I tried
man,
to
that
leave
pretzel's
my
making me
door
hungry.
open, that'd leave my dad cold, and I wouldn't get any of it.
Thanks,
Yeah,
leave me alone. Sorry.
I actually have Cavadels. They've been sending me back and forth, picking up stuff from the different restaurants. And every once in a while, I'll put an order in for Cavadels and meatballs. So that's pretty cool. I've been having a lot of Italian food for dinner lately.
I don't know, leave me alone.
Yeah, I would think you'd be eating a lot of things that weren't Thai food.
I am.
So
I have
you're
an
trying out the Thai food there. Just there's so much good food in America in general.
but Thai food ain't
Yeah,
one.
I'm
I
getting impressed
mean,
with everyone's
Thai
food.
Thai's really hard to make, actually, to make really good Thai.
Yeah. Yeah, good food's another story, but you can at least get a close
Yeah,
back
but I ain't
somewhere.
gonna pay $13 for fucking 30 cents of rice.
Yeah,
Right.
it's funny now when I look at some of the Indian restaurant food. Like I watched the one guy that tries all this food and the stuff, and he lives in India, so he goes by rupees. So now when I look at the menu here, I convert it to rupees to see if it's worth the same price or not. Pretty much sometimes it is, which is surprising.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Some of the
And they
stuff
not
have
like
that
here.
special oven. A good Indian restaurant will have a tandoori.
don't give up on the power of the rupee. Let's
I
talk
think that's the
Canadian.
name of the oven. The rupee.
Oh wow. Hi Pat. Hope everyone in chat's having a great night. Hello everybody, by the way. Thanks for coming to hang out. Hope Artist
Thank
join
you,
us.
Yeah, hop
Freedom,
on
for
somebody
having us.
if you want. It is pretty cool hopping on and talking.
Yeah.
It's really amazing. You can do that.
It helps out when, like myself. Yeah, I've got friends, but most of my friends are like 45 minutes, an hour, hour and a half away.
Hmm.
So, just being able to chill at home and jumping on here and, smoking with you guys, bullshitting. It's a hell of a lot better than just sitting here at home smoking and watching a movie or something.
Yeah, man. Sure. Mm.
If I was in Michigan today, we probably would have had a live show from Michigan from the event because then a lot of other people from Michigan shows would show up.
Hmm.
Red was there, so I would have gotten Red to jump on. Smiley was going to be there. Then my friend Buddy, who puts the event on, he'd get on. Some old timers.
Yeah, but good if that kind of stuff just happens more and just like informally, like farmers market.
Well, we're
You
having
get
those here
together.
in Ohio now, but you can't really sell flour, but you can sell the hell out of clones and seeds.
Yeah, it should be everything, but you give away flour, huh? Is that how you do it? Is that where you would do it if you
No, you just
do
ask them
people
if
or
they
do
have any
people?
flour and they'll tell you how much. So it gets pulled out from underneath the table,
Uh-huh.
or you get out taken out to the car.
You see, it'd be good when it just, is just all open and yeah, just displayed in jars.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
all people need to do is,
description, price, something like that.
yeah, but you can't sell it. That's the whole thing.
Yeah, it's
So
crazy.
you got to put, 5
Yeah, it
grams
wasn't.
equals a half ounce of silver or something
Uh,
like that.
uh,
Trade only.
uh,
But then they'll probably get you on that. So,
yeah, that's
yeah.
really the same thing if they wanted to
In
push it.
Ohio, the dispo weed compared to the weed that's grown here, ain't gonna sell shit.
Right. And the price seems really fair then too. It's
I mean, I
65. You know,
I picked up 2 ounces. It cost me 300 for the 2 ounces, but they were like NL5 times Haze times Afghani times something else. And I mean, for more of a sativa high, it gets me high for like 2 to 3 hours. So for $150, holy shit.
yeah, and like you said, that's where you're probably going to get the more artisanal and different variety. Like people are going to know, like, oh, yeah, you know, and that's good. But, oh, there's there's a lot better too.
They have $360 ounces here in the dispos.
Holy fuck. That's
Yeah,
fucking ridiculous.
but if they had that at the meetup
Lord love that price.
thing, whatever, yeah, you'd get something killer for
Well,
I
at
never paid
3,200, you can
$2
get a
for that.
pound of my Death Star. That's only 200 an
that.
ounce.
But you know, never, but also just like grown, just and trimmed and cared for, just really well.
Yeah, that's what, that's why you're paying a little bit extra is for that extra attention that we pay
Yeah.
to it. And if it's not done, we don't pick it. And then we'll pick it, and you may not get it for 6 to 7 weeks because it's got to dry and cure out.
Mhm.
Some cure out quick, some take a while. My Death Star, you cure that out for a good 6 weeks after the dry. Oh my God, the high is completely different. It lasts so much longer. It's so much stronger. It was nice though to open up jars and bags and be able to smell like earth tones again.
Yeah, proper flour.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been smelling so much lemon and berry flavors. Give me that earth, that dry dirt smell. I mean, it basically is an Afghani trait.
Is that now? Oh, really? Hold on. Hillbilly Herb, is that now? Or is it our peach season now? That's crazy. If it's our peach season, I'm gonna grab some Ontario grown peaches. I think
That's
hillbillies
it
in
in
Canada.
Colorado.
What's that?
Colorado has local peaches also, and yeah, it's
I
pretty
get
much the
confused
season.
now. Hillbilly in
Well,
Canada
it's probably not the peak of the season though. But maybe
and
by
Ontario, I
locals.
forget now.
Hey, their
Anyway,
peaches could be ripening up now instead of later on because of their climate.
There's some
oh,
I'm
talk,
sure
more
it's
talk about
completely
like food and
different.
food quality lately. That's kind of good.
The food quality we have here in the United States sucks.
we're
Unless
not
you're
hill.
growing it out of your backyard or getting it at a farmer's market. The bananas are a month to a month and a half early. To eat a
Cool.
banana here,
Well,
I
pretty much
literally have
everything's
to
like
let it
that,
sit
unless you
for 2 to 3 weeks.
everything's a little old. But yeah, I mean, I realized that just with this garlic that was fresh. It's like, wow, fresh garlic is like juicy.
Mmm, garlic.
It's really easy to grow too.
Okay, so yeah.
You
Grows
don't
off
need a big area.
cheap. Oh, cheap
But
basket ground.
there's good vegetables and it's pretty decent here in general. It's not you got to pay for it though, and it's the price has gone up, so you know, it's just hopefully the quality now the quality it's able to come up anyway, and you know hopefully it can be
Ooh,
done. Just changing some practices also and
what?
what people accept.
There's
You also
there's
need
nights
it's
that
the fast food industry sucks,
there's
and
a
I
lot of
understand you need
nights
that.
because of what my mom does out in the garden that the cost of our food is basically the chicken or the hamburger or the steak that we cook along with it because we have full salad out of the garden. We have like green beans. We just got our first batch of green beans.
Nice.
Yeah, growing yourself is the best stuff.
Yeah, the onions, they come out of the garden. And I
Yo, you guys are lucky.
really,
Sorry.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
D.
No, I'm sorry, Captain. I'll cut you off. I'm reading chat.
I like Italian dressing, uh, cucumber, onion, and tomato, and let it soak like overnight in there, marinade.
Ooh, that would
Yeah,
be some strong.
yeah, cucumber salad. I've been buying some good balsamics lately. Getting into some of those. Just trying them.
I did that in Thailand.
You can meat cheesecake.
Not the very best ones, because damn, those are like fine bottles of wine. Like you could spend over $100 usually on. You know, I don't think they're any bigger than a normal bottle of vinegar,
My bottle that I
like
carried with
35
me
year old or something.
was probably only like 8 or 10 ounces, and I think I paid like $15 for it. But in Thailand, a lot of the salad dressing is just oil and balsamic or vinegar, basically.
Uh-huh.
So you'll get more oil than you'll get vinegar or balsamic, and so I just carry it with me and add
Huh.
it because I eat a salad with every meal, or I tried to.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I mean that's kind of what I mean. In America, you can get vegetable in the cities. Outside the cities, it can be hard. Like if you're just shopping at Walmart, which a lot of communities are. Yeah, the vegetable choices are not so great there.
See,
But
here in Ohio and Southern Ohio, we have so many roadside markets where the farmer just, puts it out on the road.
oh well, that's probably the best if it's not. I mean, if you can trust the farmer, and
Wow.
it's not totally just sprayed and grown on some crappy soil
Well, I
with
just found out
contaminants.
that my Dynagrow has been bought out by Super Thrive.
Uh,
So I don't
Shopping
even
at
know if
Sam's
they're
Club
going to
is also
produce my
pretty good.
nutrients.
Hmm.
Mexican food is something that's probably like a good bargain that may not be around in the future. It may go up in price uh a Corona beer used to be really cheap. you know, then they realize, oh, we can charge the same as all these other high priced beers.
We've
or higher
got
price.
some really good Mexican restaurants here in Cleveland. You just have to have the balls enough to go into those areas.
Hey, Bendejo, you just gotta speak the speak, man. Back
Yeah,
off,
go to the
Bendejo.
carts is the real bargain. For that's like the the better way to go for fast food because that's also really fast.
I go to this
And
place, I
they should have a
literally
drive. I wonder if they have
stand
that
the
anywhere.
burrito
Have
up.
you ever heard? You ever hear that a truck
Hold up,
that has a
Bendejo.
drive-through? a truck.
No.
You could do it.
Yeah, you two sides.
The two sides we get like the right have to be the right height for a car,
Well, what
and be
you
able to
do
drive
is
through, no
you're
obstructions.
the door for like the passenger side, which doesn't usually have a seat or it has a jump seat. You can use that to serve the cars, the other side to
Yeah,
serve the
that's a great idea
people.
to have both sides actually. They just opened up a Chick-fil-A that's like all drive through underneath, and it's got a second story where they do all the cooking and all the work's done up on the above, and people like drive through. It's like driving through a little tunnel area kind of, or like a hotel, fancy hotel drive up area that's enclosed. So it's just like all drive through on the lower level, on the ground level. But yeah, truck drive through, that could work. Because the ones around here, they basically park in parking lots. So you could do that. Like some trucks are parked on the street, so then you may not be able to do it with the traffic laws.
Well, I don't think you could have a double-sided one out on the street. And to get in the parking lots, that's tough because, you got to go through the person that owns the parking lot because it's private
Yeah, if
property.
it's if it's well, this is in a park. One of them. The other one is in a store's parking lot, but I don't know if they set something up and maybe pay a little bit. Yeah, because it is like a permanent deal that they're always there, unless it's
Yeah,
it's a
then
hardware
they
it's a hardware store. So also it could be that it's so
know
workers are
what they
coming to
did
buy
is
hardware and get paid
exactly
maybe.
and buy lunch at the same
Yeah,
time.
yeah. So then it's an attracting thing for the
Oh,
hardware store.
Excuse me for a second.
Yeah, I could picture that with a truck and like a lot like lines lines of cars like pulling out because that'd be a lot better than fast food place. They're pretty fast. They're not as fast as a fast food place though.
yeah.
The trucks, but they're pretty fast. It could work, and then it's just even more convenient though, because that's also why I like it. You just go there. You don't have to care about how you dressed, how you look, whatever.
Mhm.
It doesn't take a long time. It's not a whole interaction thing and sit down and that's a lot of reason why I'll just cook myself. If I go, it's like it'll take just as long.
We're talking. Papa's. What? Yeah. Yeah.
But the truck is healthy food too. And it's really close by me. I mean, it's not close. So,
Did I spell that
but I
right?
can see that going up in the future. Price prices on that.
Let me see. Was that Billy Corgan? Really? Ramacham. I can spell. Is it Ramadan? Yeah, Ramad. Here we go. Ramadan. I spelled it wrong, everybody. Are you following me chat at all, Jeff?
Uh, I
Big
can.
discussion.
Check it.
Just wondering, well, if you want, have you ever tried pawpaw? It's a fruit.
No.
Oh, okay. Just curious. That's the big discussion in chat right now. They're talking about pawpaws. It's a
Oh,
green fruit. I always wanted to try one, but I wanted to know, has anyone ever, hopefully I saved it. Oh, they did. Has anyone ever tried one of these? I want to try one of these too.
I seen.
They're called Ramatans.
Yeah.
Ramadan. Ramadan. Bleh. Ramadan.
There's so much fruit though in the world. Like that, you can also criticize a lot of things about the food in America because yeah, only get a few varieties of certain things, and then there's certain things we don't get any of that. Like certain fruits, vegetables.
Yeah. Oh, shit. And then I will look up exit. Paw. Paw.
But definitely
Papa.
varieties too. And, you can see like we can all appreciate how different varieties of things,
Hmm.
at least with cannabis, which is there's a bigger variety, but within within the variety. But in other things, it's a wide spectrum in almost anything. There's mint's kind of popular. There's like mint, and then there's like chocolate mint and some different mint varieties.
Oh, man.
But there's a lot of stuff like that, and mango. There's a few different mangoes. Bananas is like pretty
Yeah.
much like bananas, and maybe plantains and
I
little
think there might be
bananas.
2 or 3 different mangoes actually.
Yeah, yeah. I
There's
think it's
different.
three. I think I've seen three, but
Yeah.
that's it.
But
The
just for people
apples,
that
there's
don't
a
know
lot.
at home,
What
just
was that?
for people that don't know at home, this is a pawpaw fruit. This is what we're talking about in chat. And it's if you peel it, I believe it's like if Pet G or somebody helps me out what the consistency is. It's like a banana, or it tastes like a mango. I forget now. Help me out, because it's been a while since I've talked about them or heard about them. Anyways, let me turn this off.
Captain may know. Yeah, over in Thailand, they have like tons of fruits that we don't. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't even recognize them at all.
Oh,
A lot of people
there we
don't.
go. Ah, G5, good one. Custard, yeah, but they're like they have the consistency of a mango or something. As I recall. I don't exactly remember. Anyway,
Mango's a little custardy when they're very ripe.
yeah. Mm. Mango's good. I drink this is
Mango and balsamic, and then bananas too in there. Really good.
Mrs. D drinks mango juice every day with chia seeds. She grinds up chia seeds and puts them in her mango juice.
Uh-huh. Oh,
Help.
Here we go.
There's Cat.
probably
Welcome back,
frozen
bud.
mangoes, maybe. Frozen mangoes are handy anyway. I mean, fresh ones are more delicious, but
Man, I miss mangoes. They weren't cheap in Thailand, but they weren't that expensive. Not like here.
Yeah. Yeah. Mangoes are good though.
How many different
Mango,
varieties were
sticky
there over
rice.
there? Of
One.
mangoes. Just one, mostly?
Yeah.
All right, I'll look it up.
I mean, you got the big ones, and you got the yellow ones, like
Fuck
I
it.
think Alfonso or something. Which I think in
You got the
India they
yellow
call them
one.
the king of this, like the king of mangoes. Those are really good. The
I
smaller
have
yellow
no
ones.
idea.
Honey.
Yeah. You can get at least those two over here, but I think there's a third one too that I remember getting.
Variety.
And the common ones are green and maybe they turn reddish. More right,
Wow,
but
that's hot.
whatever. You know.
Oh,
I need a plate to put this on.
and you got cabin? Anything good?
Yeah. Cavadels and meatballs.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Holy
I get
shit,
all
man.
the Italian food I want because I don't eat at the ice cream shop.
Wow.
And
So
when I
I
have to do the running back and forth between the ice cream shop, the restaurant, and the bar, I pick up a dinner when I go into the restaurant
hmm
because
So
they know I'll eat that for lunch.
mhm. There are at least I looked it up and there are at least 500, perhaps as many as 1,000, uh, with 350 grown commercially grown mangoes.
Wow.
So you got like 1,000 different varieties of mango. That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. People in other countries, some other countries, they laugh like, oh, listen, they think
Oh,
there's
you
like
stupid white people
only
don't
three
know.
mangoes there. Ah, I tell you,
You guys are so stupid. Yeah,
they
but you
say
put
Well, the
100%.
only place
white peas in the
you can
background
grow
laugh.
mango here is like
Okay.
Florida.
It's okay, buddy.
That's the only place is
I
Florida.
joke, I joke.
Uh-huh.
I Sorry, guys.
No, you're not.
Cannabis. I think it makes me put me in a goofy mood. Give me the munchies, that's for sure.
That's why I went after the Cavadels. Of course, I haven't ate all day either.
Meatballs sound pretty darn good right about now.
Yeah.
We got
Yeah,
those
that all sounds
downstairs
good.
too.
Oh,
The back brakes went out on my van, so my mom, the first day of cleaning the kitchen, my mom dropped me off, and when she did, she went in, and Anthony ended up giving her a whole big bag of the sub sandwich or bread that they use, and like 12 meatballs and a whole bunch of sauce. So that was sitting downstairs too. And literally his meatballs, to put them on a sandwich, you need to cut them at least in half or thirds.
Hmm.
Yeah.
yeah, I've tried
Yeah,
meat.
sometimes
Sorry.
just one meatball, you got some
Well,
manja.
if you come to the shop, you get 3 of them in there. They just make them a
Uh-huh.
little bit smaller.
That's a good size.
Yeah, that they make their meatballs there.
Mm.
Yeah,
They bake their own rolls.
yeah,
Holy shit.
yeah. You have to.
Now I'm getting hungry again. Thanks, Cal.
There's this really good company out there that makes really good cabidels for restaurants.
So everything that you eat.
What about the bread?
Oh,
That's
that's
hard to.
homemade
Yeah, that's hard to get fresh, good bread.
every morning.
Nice.
They come in and make the bread every morning. Meatballs are made every day or every other day. They have a meatball pizza that's awesome.
We used to have I used to go to this Italian place for lunch. Get their daily special, like veal parmesan and a bun and shit. It was friggin' awesome. Or meatball. Mm.
Hmm.
Yeah, I used to love like veal palm or chicken parmesan sandwich or
Mm-hmm.
meatball parmesan
You
sandwich.
come get that at lunch at the restaurant,
Yeah,
just
they're
not
great.
the ice cream. We do a sausage sandwich though. It's in like a patty instead of a sausage. And then we, grill up the onions and peppers and put it on there.
That's good.
But it's the ice cream that brings people in. It's a little ice cream company out of Pennsylvania that makes awesome ice cream. They've got one that's bourbon caramel pecan. So I'm trying to get them to like leave the pecans out, add a little bit more caramel. That way we could take it to the Red Hawk, which is the bar, and in the time charge like $15 for a milkshake with good bourbon in it.
Crazy.
I think they'd sell like hotcakes.
Mm.
Cold day.
What the fuck am I
Hot
doing
cakes on a cold day or yeah.
Milkshake.
Ice
now?
on a hot day.
Milkshake with alcohol in it. It
Yep.
don't matter.
Yeah. That'd be good. Yeah, summertime. So yeah, August. It's yeah, I just realized like only another week left.
Yeah.
For August.
Then my birthday. I'll be
September 1st.
53. August 31st.
Oh wow. Yeah, happy birthday. Good time of year.
53. Yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to go live because we'll be at a festival out in the middle of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I seen Billy Strings at this festival in like 2017, 18,
Holy shit.
before he made it big. They were literally driving
Oh,
around
see.
in a window van with fucking a trailer on the back.
Uh, big may be just relative. You know, he could be going for a long time still.
Oh, lucky
Mhm.
long guy.
He'll be one of those people that,
Full of Willie.
plays close to 250, 280 shows a year for like decades.
Nothing else to do.
He did that song with Willie, California Sober. That was a hilarious song that they did together.
Mhm.
California Sober. Yeah. High as a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Should have grabbed a glass of milk.
Uh, I'm on a no dairy diet this week.
Yeah. It's really hard working at the ice cream shop and not making up a chocolate milkshake,
Oh,
but I have
that
yet to.
that make me
I
sick.
I found that bourbon ice cream, and that's like
Oh,
my jam right now.
right on.
So I guess I'm the only one at work that's allowed to go out on lunch break or on a cigarette break and actually smoke a joint.
Right on.
Yeah, because I was out there the other day and they were like, "Hey, you can't be doing that." And I said, "Anthony
Yeah.
didn't tell me that I couldn't smoke a joint." Well, this guy knows, that I'm injured. I'm down
Yeah,
on my
medicine.
hands and knees scraping his floor flooring. You don't think I'm gonna smoke a fucking joint?
Yeah,
You
sure,
gotta be
man.
out of your mind. But he's
Yeah,
also seen me that whole time that I've been injured and smoking pot, and he knows it doesn't affect my work ethic.
yeah,
So he don't care. When he needs the job done, he calls me up.
right on. Right on, right on.
Like I said, I screwed myself. I cleaned the ice cream shop so well. Now he's having me do all three places.
Oh,
Oh yeah. Not good.
No, but I mean, I walked in the next day because I wanted to see what it looked like after the bleach and everything took hold and dried up.
They're all
uh-huh.
kind of the same places. Ice cream,
They're three different.
Italian. Oh yeah, well that could be okay then. Different food,
Yeah,
different food places. That could be all right.
but you know, I don't eat from the Red Hawk because that's like the high priced restaurant that's out by Quail Hollow and where they hold the PGA golf tournament and shit at. But, that's more expensive food there. But they have an outside bar and a nice inside bar. So I go up every once in a while. My friend plays there about once a month or so.
Cool.
But I went through the kitchen the other day on that, and it's like, holy shit, your kitchen is huge. But I still see the same problems that I ran into at the other kitchen. So I'll be over there to work next after I do the Italian restaurant. I walked in the next day after cleaning the ice cream shop, and there was literally a white ring around the outside where I had scrubbed the floors.
Right around the collar.
Yeah, well, that was gone.
There's two papers there.
So the floor was like dingy, and all around, like where should be dingy, was nice and bright and white.
Hi, Billy Mays here. Are you
So
tired?
what happens on my day off? I get called in to start cleaning the other kitchen.
I'm gonna go get some food.
Except for the past 2 days, I've only had a day off in 13.
Uh-huh. You're rolling and bringing in the cash, man.
I told him not even to pay me.
Oh,
I said, give me gas money and let me have a dinner for me and my dad once a week, and we're okay. It's
oh, true.
actually to get away from my mom.
True.
Then she complains more about, well, I'm taking care of my dad. Well, Anthony's such a good family friend. She kind of lets me go out and work for him because she knows he needs help. So she doesn't say shit about that. And I hear less about taking care of my dad.
Uh-huh. Oh, felt it wrong. Oh. Oh, there we go. Tripod.
So I got my dad's nurse to put in for his walker that my mom keeps on putting off. It's not really a walker, it's more like a cane with four little legs on it for like stability.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen those. Those are awesome.
Yeah.
I like that feature.
My mom brought it up to my dad, and my dad was like, no, I don't want anything like that. And then I
Yeah.
brought it up to my dad, like, hey, you remember when grandma had this? That's why she had it, because she was holding on to the wall all the time. But when she had this, that gave her more confidence to do a lot more walking,
Mm-hmm.
because it wasn't a crutch. It was just something to hold on to stabilize yourself. And he
Yeah.
said, okay, I'll go for that. So when he was here, he actually made a call. So hopefully it'll be here in a week or so. But yeah, my dad,
Yeah, true say, Captain. That's exactly right. For like you said, man.
it's just how you word it to him, you know.
Sure looks
And
real, man. Yeah.
because I definitely don't want him falling any more shit.
No, for sure. There we go. What? Oh, I think glasses off for me. My eyes are hurting.
It's called Cuisine.
No, no. This thing's glasses. Weird.
It'd be hilarious if you come back on with the glasses that are just big, wide open, bloodshot red eyes.
Or a pair of those string eyes.
Hmm.
Oh, well. Oh, fuck this.
I'm so
Yeah, I don't worry
tired.
about Visine anymore. I don't give a shit. My eyes are red or not, wherever I go. You
Well,
can tell
see
by
that
you can tell sometimes
that's
by the shirt I'm wearing.
the thing is ever since I disattached my right eye,
Hmm.
like one eye will be white and the other one will be bloodshot red. So it was
Well,
like, hey, when they pull me over and they see that, they're gonna not even look at it like that.
yeah.
You got one white and one bloodshot. Yeah, something's fucked up there.
Yeah, man. I was watching Deadliest Catch, the newer episode the other day, or last Tuesday, and Buddy had a blown uh retina or blown eye blood vessel or something. It
That's,
was
yeah,
crazy. Like holy fuck.
I've seen those.
Those look fucked up.
The whole eye turns red.
Yeah. Because it's blood growing into the iris. The iris. I think it's the iris.
It's the whole white part of the eye, I think.
Oh, pebbles. Havarti cheese. Oh my god. Peach.
Peach ice cream. Mm.
Banana and ice cream. Hillbilly Herb's having banana and ice cream. He's gonna have a peach. But yeah, Hillbilly, I'm gonna go run out the next couple of days and grab some peaches. I didn't realize it was our peach season already. I forgot. They're good this time of year. Hop on, folks. Come and hang out with us. I'm gonna be here for another, well, 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. That's like 11 o'clock Pacific, something like that.
Yeah, I'm
Something
gonna try
cold.
to stay up as late as I can because I think I'm gonna end up working tomorrow night.
St. Patrick, and it wouldn't be Kawartha Moose Track, would it? J. Patrick, dude, that's crazy. Banana peach split. That sounds good, J5. Oh, but I gotta be
Banana,
careful.
peach, ice cream, and rum.
Uh,
Spiced rum.
no thanks. Not for me, sir. I don't drink.
Yeah, well, my bottle of bourbon says something different lately.
True say.
And I've actually been using it for the wrong reason. That's to kill the pain.
Uh,
But at least it only takes 2 drinks and a joint.
came in and the call came down and go. Wait, what? Wait, I gotta read that again. The fuel. Corn, okay. No, they have an ice cream. I'm not a big, like, I don't try to watch how much dairy I have each day. Right now I'm on a non-dairy thing till next week. I've had too much dairy the last little while, and my stomach's make me sick lately. It's constantly sick. Feeling.
How about
Anyway,
not having a gallbladder?
I have one of those.
I can't process cheese that well.
Uh,
Ice cream, milk, any dairy,
yeah.
basically. And then I have to watch what type of oil and butters I eat.
Oh wow, really?
Certain
That's
oils like go right through me.
uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, I'm lactose intolerant. I can eat dairy, but only like a certain amount, and then I'll start feeling sick. So I'm lucky that way. I can eat some dairy. Like I like cheese. I especially love cheese, hard cheese, and ice cream once in a while. But I try to stay away. But moose tracks. Someone was mentioning moose tracks there, and that's pretty damn good. I like moose tracks. Eh? Very Canadian. St. Patrick. I think yeah, I think it was St. Patrick mentioning moose track. I gotta scroll back now. Um, yeah, it was St. Patrick moose tracks. Right on. Cheers, everybody in chat. J. Patrick, Hardcore, Hillbilly Herb, J5, still alive. Well, hang on, I gotta go up here. Who else is here? There we go. Doctor, leave me alone. Penny Pebbles Rippler. Penny Pebbler Ripplers. Um, wow. Pat G. Cheers to Pat G. Hope you're having a great night. One love, man. Yeah, man. Um, I don't know. Salton Sea Seeds. You should come hang out if you got time, man. If you're not making supper. He might be making supper right now.
No, it's bedtime.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Well, have a good night. And cheers to everybody else in chat. Let's
You,
see. I can't get all the way up there. I think I said hello to everybody. Justin Bean.
you used to stay up with us.
Yeah.
Now he's posted out.
Oh, Penis in Penis and Penis Envy. Funny, that's a great name. Penis Envy. Right on. Clever. That goes up there with what's his name there? Shoot. Al Telescope Uranus. That goes up to there right with that one. Cheers everybody in chat anyways. How many people we got?
That was
25
good,
watts?
Kevin Else.
What's that, Captain?
That was good, Kevin Else.
Oh, right on. Oh my
I even had
god.
a meatball left.
Pass it to the screen, I'll take it. I'm starving over here.
I usually am too until I started working there. And then all of a sudden they decided, oh, well, Rob's the new guy. He can go get all this. He knows where all the places are at. And he don't fuck around. So I've got it worked out perfectly. But I kind of screw myself because I smoke cigarettes. So I get like 3 hits off of a cigarette before I'm pulling in the parking lot. But I can smoke a half a joint on the way to the other shop and then the other half on the way back.
Sure. True.
It's perfect.
Nice. Okay, hardcore.
And I sit there and you're talking about cheese, and I have a problem with that too because their mozzarella is really good.
Mm.
Mm.
I
Yeah.
love Havarti. Havarti is one of my favorite. Like I like marble cheese. That's what I'll eat on the reg. Like just if like cheese and crackers. I like cheese and crackers as a snack sometimes. But Havarti cheese, I love that one. That's a really good one. Mm.
I
Over.
like buttermilk cheese.
Oh no, okay. That's not my uncle. One of my uncles and my cousin. They'll sit there until they buttermilk. And they'll dip their chips in it and eat it like dip. Oh,
Yeah.
that's gross, man. Like that. What are you copying?
That's one job I would really hate to have done back in the 1800s, early 1900s. Is sit there with a butter churn.
Yeah, man. I'm
Because
doing
it
the
takes
action.
like a long time.
Yeah.
It's not like, oh, I'm going to make some butter. I'm done in 30 minutes, where no, it was more like 4 hours.
So that's when you go down to see the Amish and say to them, "How are you today? Got some butter for sale?" Let
They
them
say,
turn the
yeah, what do
butter.
you need?
Yeah. Raise a barn.
Ah,
Sorry.
well, at least I have a quarter pound of good bud now.
Hardcore. Right on, Captain.
Well,
I
pound and a
want.
quarter pound. I'm back to smoking a half a joint at a time. It's nice.
Oh yeah. I wonder what the joint another joint I think in a minute. I'm smoking some skunk kush. It's not bad.
Nice. Just got a bunch of new pipes. What's my picture? That's up there.
Right on.
It's actually slightly different. The pipes are from the same person, so they kind of look the same.
Yeah, they usually do. It's their style.
Yeah, yeah. I just buy. She basically sells them wholesale, and that's how I buy them. I mean, she sells them one by one too, but you get them like you get a really good price buying
Oh
wholesale. Just do that.
You want a half a case or do you want a full case?
yeah.
Well, that's how you used to buy glass, by the
Uh-huh.
case. What
Nice.
type of case you got? A gun case? Okay, well, it can hold this many, and I'll make you up a $200 glass gun case. You usually get like $500-600 out of it.
Yeah.
So there's a bunch of sidecars, and one of them's a bubbler. It's my first bubbler. I've never had one of those. I don't know. They always sounded like, kind of hokey, get dirty fast, probably. Like, take 3 hits and you want to clean it already.
When
But I don't know. I'll try it.
Snodgrass was really making pipes, he was making the sidecars.
Yeah, sidecars are really good. Yeah, and so I've had one of those before, and then 2 more, and then a bubbler, a sidecar bubbler. The sidecar for a bubbler seems good, at least. Like that.
That reminds me.
She's got hammer. She also has hammer bubblers. I bought a couple of hammers also. It's basically like they're like half price. She had a summer sale too, so I was like, oh, like I was debating it for like the longest time because I broke one. Like my last order of like 5 was also 5 of them, and I broke one of them. I was like, oh, like that. It was the hammer.
That
Oh,
bottom right
hammer's good.
one, that's got some cool colors. The mealies in it, those look cool.
Yeah, that red one too. Red maroon kind of one.
I
Uh,
kind of liked.
That was really good too.
I
She
kind of
does a good
like
job
that
because
blue one right above that other one, that brown one down at the bottom.
uh-huh,
But that blue one,
uh-huh,
if like the stem piece was a little bit thicker, that would look really cool.
uh-huh.
And that would probably be a pipe I would pick up.
She does some nice work, and all the bowls are nice on them. That's like always, like a concern because I can't pick them out. You don't really get to see what you get, and you just kind of order like a pattern, a colored pattern design. She has like 6 or like different patterns, and then the kind of pipe. But you don't get to pick the individual pipe. And sometimes the bowls are
Okay.
screwed up, too small or some weird shit. But hers are all good. Like she must use a form. I'm thinking they're she just does this like an assembly line or something, I guess. And that's probably how she can do it so affordably too. Because really, she's a lot cheaper than some other glass people. They you just come up with your prices, and it's worth it.
Well,
For a
you
pipe,
also,
they've got
I've
like
seen
2
some of the
dicros and
glass,
4
the
milliamps
rods
in
of
each one.
glass that they have now. And a lot of the stuff that you used to have to like hand put in actually comes out in the glass when you go to blow it. So you don't have to spend all that time putting those colors in over a torch all the time. Half the work's done for you. You slap on 3 or 4 millis and you're done.
So
And, kind of like you were saying, they do. It's a metal rod that has a hole on it to make the hole for
yeah,
the bowl.
yeah, they got a bunch of different tapered metal rods of different to make different holes, blow hole. And then somehow they'll blow when she does the carb hole. That's always blown out. All the carb holes are
Yeah.
blown out, and somehow then she pokes it, and then it puffs out somehow. They're good. They're all inside out glass pipes. She does all the artwork on the inside and then closes it up. It's weird if you ever see them do it. They open it up. It's like, it's like working with clay. They just open it up, do all the artwork, then they just it's like on a wheel kind of thing, kind of motion.
Like a
I mean, they
lathe.
do it however they want to do it, but I mean, that's kind of and then they just close it up though again, and Yeah. But she's probably done them so many times. Yeah, they're all pretty good. I'm happy about that.
You still fuck up every once in a while.
Yeah,
That's usually
yeah,
when you're in a glass studio and you hear someone say fuck and they throw the piece against the wall because they just
yeah.
spent like 3 hours trying to get it. And then the last little bit they can't get right. And the hell with this
Right.
piece. I'll make a new one.
Maybe they could redo it. You know what I
No,
mean?
they've already tried doing it like 3 or 4 times. They've given
Like,
up.
yeah, like the
Broke the
stem part.
piece.
Like I don't like all the stems seem to like they attach something at the stem. It's like narrows down to another piece. I don't know how they do it.
Well,
Maybe
that's
there's a
because it's two different pieces.
it looks that way. So maybe
The
they can
stem is
flip it.
one piece, and the bottom bowl piece of like a Sherlock or a sidecar is a total different piece of glass. And then they just infuse them.
Yeah,
I bet
That's
yeah,
there's
how
some
you
definitely
Murano
the
can.
cap
makers
for the
out there that
side
can do that
part.
all in one. They can do some crazy shit. Like this is just encased. Or they do some airso in bowls, don't they? Yeah, the encased glass where they got clear glass on the outside.
Yeah, it's inside out.
So that's an island, Murano.
Yeah,
Hello.
yeah.
Yeah,
What
Is
it's
it
an
happened was
just? But
back
island
it's just
out in
one.
Italy.
Is it just one shop though on the island, or is that like
No,
okay? Is it?
back
it's the
Huh.
in
island.
Venice. Venice was always the
Uh-huh.
home of where all the glass lords were for hundreds of years, but
Yeah.
they didn't want that. They had all these or fire fire kilns and shit, so they didn't want to burn the town down. So they kind
Moved
of
them out to an island.
moved them out to that island, and they've been on that island for hundreds of years.
Oh, okay.
But there's a lot of like Chinese glass companies and shit that call themselves Murano. Like, see how this
Yeah,
one
but
looks like?
you can tell the glass, the
Yeah, like this one looks
quality.
like a fucking computer did all those little bubbles. It's called
Yeah,
Bullacante, the controlled bubbles. Like
that's
if the
cool.
guy would have gotten one of those bubbles off, they would have smashed this thing on the ground and they wouldn't have left.
Yeah. So how
And
do
you can
they
see them.
do that? Do they like blow a bubble with
They
a
I think
straw?
they just barely touch their like do like a fish mouth thing where they barely like what you're saying like the P on the on a word kind of you're
Uh-huh.
pronouncing P, you just do the little I, I'm probably wrong, but I could be wrong about that. I haven't actually fucking
I
I
can
don't know
see
my
like,
glasses good enough to share.
like blowing with a straw, like a hypodermic needle thing or something, maybe, something like that.
Well, they do it all
So
when it's in one big piece. I mean, it's crazy what they do,
yeah,
how they do it.
yeah, but they replace each one. I mean, some
Yeah,
of
I
them
mean,
they can let like bubble up
but like
and
if this was like a Chinese knockoff piece of this, these would all just be scattered. They would just be bubbles in there.
uh-huh.
Or like the Submerso shit too, where it's the clear
Yeah,
glass.
that's really nice too.
If it's Murano, it'll be fucking like see how this one's like clear on the bottom. That's because that's real Murano. Or like this one, I have my doubts about because it's like kind of foggy. Probably can't even tell really with the light here, but I don't know, just little things. But this one's cool. I didn't know this one was fucking UV. I didn't know it was uranium glass until the other day. But yeah, here's that elephant again. That Robbie's elephant over there
Yeah.
with the Millefiori and the what do they call it with the
Hey, my
gold
friends
flecks?
have told me to tell you to put that elephant or that penguin, put it up for auction because they've literally gone from 395 up to 12, 1300 in some of the auctions.
Well, this
And
so the
these are
thing is,
auction sites that guys have to pay for to actually get to see the results.
So the thing is with this, I think it's fucking. Well, so I know it's not what the guy, what I, so okay, when I saw it in the store, when I took my picture, I looked it up on fucking, um, Google Images and all and whatnot, and I found it on, there's, a bunch of people are saying that it's Antonio De Rose for Sanadis. Antonio De Rose was a designer guy, and then
Yeah.
it would have been at Sanadis' glass shop or whatever. And like the actual penguins, I'll screen share some of the actual penguins that this guy actually did. Some of them, they're insane, dude. Like they're this doesn't come close to him. This is kind of like a, but at the same time, they did also do some forms that were kind of like this, that was simple and more abstract. Like he's got his little tail sticking out the back and shit. But
Yeah, my Saraguso frog, when I show you that, you're gonna see the difference in between
oh
that
yeah, oh
type of
I know. Believe
glass
me,
and
I've
really
poured through
quality glass.
thousands of images of Murano animals and shit. And but this one, so I actually contacted Senadis, like Archimedes Senadis or something like that, owns the company now. But
Hmm.
I sent them a fucking email, and they because sometimes you can do that, like with like Deneen Pottery, they're like a really big fucking I mean, they're like a billion dollar pottery company or whatever. I the owner's been retired for fucking decades, or like at least a decade, probably decades. But I'm on a personal email. Like I email that dude all the time because he to like ID shit to see if it's his. Because they had a whole bunch of like shit back in his early days that wasn't marked, and it's all over the state. So I come across it quite a bit. But like, no, I was like, fuck it, I'll email them, and because here again, see the foggy bottom. See that doesn't have a clear bottom.
Yeah.
It's a little bit kind of foggy looking. Even though I mean, I could get an angle at it where it would look clear if I were hitting it straight on or something like that. But it's still got that little bit of a fog to it that real Murano glass doesn't get. But so basically, I confirmed that it's not an Antonio De Rose for Sanadis because Sanadis, those guys fucking know what the fuck, they know their forms and shit. And
But it's
but the thing is,
signed.
so there's no, it's not signed. There
Oh,
is
okay.
some chips in, like if there's a possibility it's signed on here, like really miniature. Like
No, it
I should
wouldn't be
pull out my
miniature. It's a big signature.
yeah,
I've seen
normally
it.
they're very legible, but so like one of these did sell on here. I'll even screen share it here. I'll find something bigger. Um,
Yeah, it sold
one
at
one of these,
best offer, which was
yeah,
like,
best offer for $1,900. They were asking 1,900, and it got a best
yeah.
offer. And then
And that was the best offer was actually way less than half that value.
wouldn't surprise me, yeah. Which,
Yeah.
but but still, even that's fucking what, $1,900 or something like that, or I mean $900 or
There's
950.
there's a website out there that you can pay to belong to,
That
and
first dibs.
they do all these modern glass auction houses and everything, and they keep a list of what sold, how much it sold for, what date it sold. Was it eBay? Was it this? Was it that
Yeah,
auction?
yeah.
Whatever.
There's a few different
But
websites
he
like that.
said, you come across a really good piece of glass and you're looking at 9 to 13 months before you get your money back out of it because you have to put it in auction.
Well, like, so I get rid a lot of times. What I'll do is I just get rid of it for cheap. Like, I just sold a big ass fucking. It was a centerpiece bowl, but it was this same form as this right here. Um, whereas it's amber, but it's submersible glass. Like this one, it's hard to see, but it had like it was clear case glass on the bottom, but like these ones kind of are. but it was big. It was like, I don't know, 18 inches by 12 inches wide or something like that, like 8 inches tall. And I actually shipped that back to Italy. She only
Have you
paid
ever
three
looked
hundred
at like
dollars for it, but it was probably worth way more than that. But I only paid 10 for it, and it went to a good home. So like things like that, a lot of times I just kind of do whatever. But like, um,
You made 10
so
times your money.
I mean, I could have sat and waited, put it in auctions, and I could have um advertised at the auction and all this shit. But a lot of times I'll just, like I say, I'll go to the um whatchamacallit, the fucking the different groups for all these things. And normally it's even like the admins of the groups are the ones that snatch all these things up. And it's fine. And like, hey, if they I don't know.
Yeah, it's
Sometimes I wait and I
because
get,
they have to approve those posts. So as they're approving them, they're overlooking and
oh
saying,
yeah,
okay, I'm
a
just
lot of
not going
times those
to
posts
post
never even
this
make it.
one. I'm just going to buy it.
A lot of times those posts don't even make it to public.
Hmm.
You know, they never even get published because
The
yeah, like I
person
say, they do a
doing
deal
it
behind
buy
the
it.
scenes. But so this one, this is what they've got. This is the sold one or whatever. It'll fucking let me do it. And I mean that's exact same, you know, same form and everything. It's a little bit my submerso, my amber little line in the middle goes a little bit higher, and I've got a cool little air bubble right in the middle of the dude's head. But like I said, so I fucking, and you know that one was um sold as an Antonio de Rose or whatever, right? That was the what it said on the dang description. And then so there's another site called First Dibs where there's this one is up there. Should just be sharing my screen right now, but
I don't know. I kind of stopped going through boxes ever since I started at the ice cream shop. I basically come home, eat, go to bed.
yeah, I guess the long story short is that this one. So there's a couple more that are online. Um, there's a site called First Dibs, which is kind of like eBay, but you gotta like, I don't know, they screen you before you can go in and shit. And they're one of the ones that they kind of claim to be the one, you know, like what they're kind of one that they say, oh, this is you know, this is this guy or this is this guy or whatever. They try to like say that they're authentic or whatever. Like they'll have a 24-hour authenticity guarantee. But this guy's asking $2,200 for this one. I mean, this isn't the one. This is a separate one than what's sold on eBay. Well, I mean, it's identical to mine and shit. And so I contacted this guy. Like I tried.
They're completely different when you look at them, really.
Oh no, it's the exact same thing. I guarantee it. They're but
Okay.
I mean, they're hand blown, so there might be a little bit of variation in the form, but it's still the same form is what they call it. Is the same,
The
you know.
quality of glass is different.
Oh no, it's the same. It comes from the same factory. It's, I guarantee. Yeah, and but like I say, it's not Antonio De Rose, whatever it is. It could be. There's a chance that it's shitty Murano, but I really highly doubt it. I bet it's Mexican or Chinese glass, or like Venezuelan or something like that, or it could possibly be like uh Czech glass or fucking Swedish glass, but it's probably Mexican or Chinese. China's like just flooded the market with a bunch of fucking junk. But
Della Rosto, you can pick up a lot of his items from 35 to $90.
well, that's the thing. So he's one of the more famous ones, and a lot of things get attributed to him
Well,
that
he's
aren't really
also
his.
new. He's newer. He's like 1960s,
Yeah, I think he started
70s.
in the early 54 or something like that, or 50 whatever. But it was when he went to Senate East or whatever. But um,
Hey,
like I said,
Flora.
I emailed Senate East and they verified for me that this is not a fucking Antonio DeRose for Senate East. Neither one of them. And I also posted it in some of these glass groups, and their admin said right away that it's probably, they kind of hinted me towards it's probably China and all this shit. Well, anyway, so that guy that's got the one for sale for 2,200 on First Dibs, he's some dude in St. Petersburg, Florida, that owns like this fucking big vintage shop or whatever, where he's got all these like Eames chairs. You know what Eames chair is, right?
Ames.
Um, or Ames or whatever. Um, with the what do you call it? The foot thing, the fucking ottoman or whatever. But he's got like that and all sorts of fancy, designer lights and all these things. And he's asked a shitload for money for him. But I've been contacting him for the past fucking week or two. And it's like on First Dibs, you can actually inbox anyone, or you can mail it, or send a message to anyone. Like I couldn't send a message to the guy on eBay because my eBay account is like $40. I've been owed him for ages that I just uh, don't feel like paying back. I don't. But in any case, they fucking so I
Oh,
contacted this First Dibs guy that's asking 22 for his, and I'm telling him, you know, that your statue will sell a lot better as a pair. That a lot of his things are in pairs too, and that's with anything basically. But um, and like I think like when I first contacted him, I told him I'd sell him mine for like 800 or something like that, and fucking and
You laugh.
and I showed him, like that recently sold on eBay for whatever they got for it, fucking and but I went all the way down to like um I think I told him 250. I might have even gone as low as 200 shipped. No, it was 250, I'm sure. And I think yesterday morning I or no, this morning, fucking I messaged him at like 8 a.m. or something like that and said that's when I went down to 250. I think it was 300 for like I had it at 300 for like a few days or like a week. It's kind of persistent at it, but like um yeah, he gave me or we exchanged numbers today, and I'm gonna call him in the morning to probably talk about shipping this thing. I think he wants to make sure I'm not a fucking robot or fucking uh Nigerian prince or something like that. And I only paid $40 for it, so I'm not screwing myself on the deal. I'm making my money back at least, but it's still not that like when I first saw that fucking um when I first Google searched it or whatever, image searched it and saw those fucking prices on it, I was like, oh, fuck yeah, I just because like I didn't actually buy it the first time I saw it. I went home and I was going through images of shit that I just took pictures of to research later, whatever, to go through later. And I saw that and I was like, fuck yeah, I gotta go back. But I learned, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
I
waiting for
found,
my mom to find a stopper to my Blanco crackle glass
I almost,
decanter
I
I
almost,
have.
I almost bought a double spot one today. One of those Blanco double spots.
Yeah, but she's got my stopper. That's what makes it like a
Oh yeah, that's what makes them.
$250, $300
Oh yeah,
item.
there's a nice Empoli one that Empoli glass or whatever from fucking Italy too. It's one of my favorite things I got. Fucking a chawan or a teacup that I thought might be a Warren McKinsey when I first snatched it.
Those should come in pairs.
No, these are one of a kind, and they tell a story too. Like the way the Japanese are really like into their tea, and like you're supposed to look at it and like contemplate the cup as you're drinking it and shit. And they're like a certain like all this shit's going on is probably where I would have that depending on this. And I don't know, I'm probably fucking this up, but like depending on the situation, I would have it like I think you drink it looking towards you at the first, so like everyone else doesn't like look at your shit. I don't know, or maybe it's the other way around. You let them admire your glass, but there's still like a little back image to look. I don't know. You're fucking. They do all sorts of crazy shit. But once again, like the form, like I say, the guy that made this Chuan, he could have made like 100 or 1,000 of these that were all that same shape. That'll be like specific to him, and maybe he doesn't trim the foot the same way that someone else does. And the same goes for like, if this is this might be a Flavio Poly. Fucking battery piece of shit.
But like you said, there's a defect. A lot of times they just break them. I know you fucked up a wall at my job. Boss would come by with a sledgehammer and bust it out and redo it. So who's all on here besides me and Hardcore? Hey, there's Flora. I knew you were around someplace.
I'm still here too. I'm hanging out
Okay,
listening to
cool.
you guys.
I didn't know if I was just being hung out to dry or something.
Oh yeah, got some food that was good.
Food's always good. I've gained a whole 6 pounds since I've been back.
Did you say they have that one of those streets in Thailand where like after a certain hour, it's like the street turns into a place where like like portable food places set up, like places like little food truck
Well,
kind of
during the
things.
daytime, like soy cowboy is what the soy is called. And during the daytime, they have a whole bunch of food vendors because it's like downtown business district. And they have a lot of food vendors, street vendor foods that will set up there. And by like 5, 6 o'clock, that's when all the clubs start opening up. And it's one street that I didn't take you guys down with my camera on. That was for sure. People have been known to be hurt on that street. The funny thing
Yeah.
is the soy cowboy is actually a lady bar, lady girl, or lady boy bar and strip club. So they've got the fake tits and everything. They've got it all strapped up or they've had it removed and they're in there dancing. But that's what Soy Cowboy is. It's not a female strip club, that's for sure.
Hmm. Yeah, that's something different.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was someplace, it was somewhere in Asia where It's just a regular city street, but then like like between like 5 and 6,
There's
you,
a
they pull these food carts, and they actually you can actually sit down kind of, but they have some like little canvas enclosure kind of little area.
those are all over Asia.
They're like little
They're
they
all
were like kind of
over.
like sit down
Yeah, little
food carts.
plastic
Yeah.
tables and everything else.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, those are all over Asia. Cambodia, Vietnam, Laos.
Uh-huh.
Because you have to understand a lot of people, even if they're working in a business someplace or they have to dress up, maybe they're not making as much as you think. So they need to eat lunch at less than 70 baht, 100 baht. When you only make $10, $12 a day, you know, you can only spend $2, $3 on food, and then the rest of it goes for your bills and shit, and your 3 or 4 kids and one scooter.
Uh-huh. Yeah, and it's sometimes really good food. Like one of them was a French. It was I think he was French, but he was trained in France and he was serving French food and it was really good. And it like actually and you had to apply for these spots and it was kind of hard to get to be able, like each like at the street like had markings even like this is your location. And the streets it also had hookups for electricity. Maybe just electricity was. Yeah, probably just electricity. But uh, you get like it's kind of like caretaker kind of situation where you get these people that have their heart and they're experts and they're artists, make creating food, but they don't have $1 million to start a restaurant, and they can just do something small and serve like they can only serve like 10 people at a time also something like that it was and they might only do 2 shifts a night or something 2 seatings or something like that might work out to I don't think they actually had seatings but it was like when the seat opens up then there was actually they showed a line of people waiting actually for a seat.
Well, you got good food, people are gonna
Yeah, it
wait
was known.
or are gonna
Yeah,
take it to go. But I mean,
it
in
was known to be good
Thailand,
food.
a food permit is 100 baht. It's $3. Your liquor
Uh-huh.
license is only 15.
Yeah, that's pretty cheap. I mean, this might have been Japan. It was somewhere in Asia.
There is a road, railroad track road that does have a bunch of food vendors, but a bunch of other vendors. And every time the train comes down, they got to take everything down and bring it inside so the train can go down the road.
I've seen things like I've seen where the train like gets really close to the people sitting. some some city. I think it was also Asia.
Probably Thailand. I
Maybe.
mean, this is like a world renowned type, market to go to in Thailand. They call it the
That,
train market
huh.
because the train actually goes through the fucking market.
Uh-huh. But it makes a lot of sense that you can get some really not definitely bargains, but some really good food by some people that they're up and coming. They're starting out, so they're really putting their heart into it.
To tell you the
and they just
truth,
don't have the money. Just
to
don't have
tell
a
you the
big
truth
place.
though, over in Asia, everybody opens up a rice or noodle shop or shiba shop and they think that they're gonna make money. The only thing is what was there before? Oh, a noodle shop. What are you putting
Mm-hmm.
in now? A noodle shop. Don't you
Mm.
think the first one closed down because it didn't make it
Yeah.
as a noodle shop? Oh, well, we have one dish that's family only. Okay, you have one dish out of 30 items on your menu that's different than all the other places in town. They have that mentality that it's like, oh, their shop's gonna make it. No. You need to come up with something different than noodles and rice. Make it exciting. Western fusion Thai. There you go. Whatever you order that was hot here in America is going to be really hot and spicy in Thai fusion.
So they do have drive-through food trucks. I'm looking at some images of it now. There's actually some kind of mobile McDonald's drive-through.
Mm.
McDonald's tried doing something like that. I like it. None of them are two-sided though that I see. Like that. Yeah. Oh, oh.
I do have to say, though, the last time I went back for that period of time I was there, I got food poisoning more times than the previous 5 years.
Uh, yeah, it doesn't sound like fun.
And one came from like Pizza Hut, and that was the worst one of them all. That lasted 5 days.
Crazy that that's all over the world. I saw it.
Yeah.
I saw it in Denmark.
If
It's
you can
popular
keep
too.
if you can keep like pieces of charcoal around, because in Thailand I carried them in my backpack after a while, but you could actually cut being sick from food poisoning down to a couple hours with those. But still, that's a couple hours of living hell.
Yeah, yeah. I know they sell them on Amazon. Just to, yes, I don't know how to use them.
You just put them in your mouth and chew them up and swallow them.
Like
It
the at
acts
the
with the acid and everything in your stomach
so when you're
and the
first feeling
poisoning.
sick, when you're first feeling sick, or you think there might
Yeah,
be, just like every
but
meal there's no.
certain other body functions, though, after you take them, will be black,
Uh-huh. How
but
often
that's
can you
because
do
of
it?
the carbon.
How
Well, I've
often
had a
can you
black
take
heart
one?
for years. Don't worry about it. Just sugar
Well,
force growth.
you
Just
eat
burn
as
some bread.
many as you can, really. You want that carbon to help fight all that bacteria. And then after you do that, like the day after, you have to go eat like yogurt because you need to put that bacteria back into your stomach or you can't eat the food for like a week.
Oh, easy.
Yep. Well, it's the biological of your stomach. It's got to
Yeah.
be able to break things down And if you don't have any of that in there because it's come out one way or another, then the food just kind of sits there and doesn't really break down like it should. Where if you add like yogurt that has bacteria in it that lives in your stomach.
Put yogurt on it, in fact.
In Thailand, they sell a ton of yogurt. I think it helps to do with the chilies too.
Yeah. Shit, yeah. Have a good rest of the weekend, everybody. I'm out of here. See you on Tuesday.
Later, D. I'm
Okay,
gonna
later.
probably be following you here soon myself.
Yeah, me too.
Maybe
Or
we
pop
should just
down,
call it a
but
night then.
yeah,
You guys just
we can do
call it
that.
then?
Yeah. Yeah, let's wrap it
Alright,
up.
who wants to go first?
It was a good night though.
I can. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with us. Hope you had something good to smoke. And we'll see you on Tuesday night, hopefully, if everything goes well. I hope everybody has a good rest of their weekend and a good start to next week. Peace out.
Hey, Captain. Thanks for coming and hanging out.
Adios.
Go ahead, you
All
go
right.
for it, Jeff.
Yeah, thanks to yeah, it was a good night. It was good talking and I had some good smoke, so that was cool. And it was a good week, good weather, and August is wrapping up, so do what you have to do for the winter comes around. And I'll see you guys Tuesday. Cheers.
Right on. Here is it, Flora? Might be still in the other room. Anyways, everybody, thanks for coming and hanging out. Hope everyone has a great rest of the weekend. Don't forget to tune in Tuesday, same bad time, same bad channel. 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 7 o'clock Pacific. What else? Oh, don't forget to add, if you, don't forget to check me out on my channel on YouTube, dzombie_745. I do pre-shows on my channel for some of the shows, Tuesdays and Saturdays, and yada, yada, yada. Don't forget to check out Fumadoro.com or Fumes of Gold. Pick yourself up some awesome preservation kits or some awesome merch as well. Use the coupon code BRAINZ, BRAINZ, for a discount on just the seeds only. It doesn't work for Gauge Green Genetics or the merchandise. Anyways, folks, cheers everybody in chat. Thank you, Hardcore. Thanks for everybody for tuning in. Thanks to everybody on the panel. And of course, like always, thanks to Humidor for putting all this together. Cheers, Jack Beanstalk. And see you there. Hope everyone has a great night in the chat. Yeah, that's right. Thank you, Hardcore. Humidor's looking for testers. If anyone's interested in becoming a tester, sure to email him at humidor@chronictable.com to become a tester for him. You should do that because he has some pretty good genetics. Bro, not pretty good, awesome genetics. Yeah. Anyways, guys, peace out. See you Tuesday. Remember, if your women don't find you handsome, at least they find you handy. Take off, eh? And don't be a hoser, eh? Do the boot it.